Hello everybody and welcome to Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder, Episode 5. Let's turn this up a little bit.
Woo!
Yeah, 5.
That's my happiness.
I know, when it started, I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes, and it's gone really quickly. And hopefully people are enjoying it. We seem to be getting more people watching, so hopefully that's a good thing. I am Matthew. I am the GM for today, for all of the other games so far, and maybe not all of the games to come. We'll see. I have some lovely players with me, and as we didn't decide before the game began who was going to introduce themselves first, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to talk up first.
Hi, what's up? My name is Panic. I'll be playing Cal, the Yellow Ranger. Slowly but surely finding more things that are yellow. We're getting there. I don't own any yellow clothing.
Hello everybody, I am Jay, on the socials as Blue Stripe Leader. I will be playing your Red Ranger, Mercutio Quinn. I have specially bought a number of red pieces of clothing because I'm that much of a nerd.
Take the hint, Cal.
Motherfucker.
Well, that's your cue, Green.
Yeah, Michael, I'll be playing the Green Ranger Peter. I have green t-shirts. There's a little surprise coming in future. But I have to finish that yet, so you'll see that when it comes.
And
I am also Michael. Unfortunately,
we didn't think that through.
I will be. We did not. Our, parents. What are you going to do? I'll be playing Sarah or Seraphim, the new Black Ranger. You can find me on social media at Sub-Zero Jalapeno.
Fantastic. Well, as has just become apparent, we do have a new Black Ranger. Unfortunately, our Black and Blue Rangers have both had to leave the game. Wish them best.
Life.
Yeah. As you might have noticed last week, we kind of wrote them out of the story, but there is, hopefully maybe one day we will see them again. Who knows?
I mean, Power Rangers always has massive reunion episodes.
Exactly.
So they have potential to show up.
And I mean, for once, I don't know. I like to say, who knows? I know, but I really don't. So, we'll see.
Also, before we get started, Brian, I just want to apologize. I did not know that robot was going to die within 10 minutes of meeting him. I would not have named him after you if I had known that would have been the case. I am sorry about that.
Hashtag scripted.
I'm very sorry. Did not mean to name someone who was about to die after you. Rip.
Just for the record, just throwing it out here, okay? If you have seen the last episode, great. If you haven't, go check it out. It's still on Twitch. We don't know whether or not Brian the robot is currently deceased. He's just not here at the moment. And who knows? Again, maybe he shall return at a later date.
Rangers don't die. They're just missing in action.
Exactly.
And that goes for the robots, too.
They're temporarily defeated and or displaced.
But just a quick bit of a recap for last session. So the Rangers managed to locate the command center. They had begun to have a look about in the rooms and just sort of put out fires, quite literally, from its attack in the end of the second episode. They did find a small robot that was helping them try to deal with the damage, which they did name Brian. We saw how that went.
Gomina sorry.
Yeah. They found that the power unit, sort of powering the whole of the command center, the shields, everything was going into some sort of imminent meltdown, and the Blue Ranger, Vic, managed to stop it from blowing itself up, teleport it beneath the ocean somewhere safe with the shield keeping the water at bay. However, when they returned to find him, the other Rangers, he was nowhere in sight with just his power coin on the floor. Alpha did confirm that he had teleported somewhere being the operative word, and we've yet to see what happens there. Mouse, having family to look after, kids, brothers, sisters, a sick mum, decided that being a Power Ranger with everything that had happened to them in such a short 24-hour window wasn't the best of ideas, and retired very quickly, leaving us with some more emotional punches towards the end of the episodes when we saw Zordon, who introduced one of his original Power Rangers, albeit in a new costume, which had an effect on a couple of the player characters. But it was good.
Yes, there were feels.
There were feels. Cal made himself at home in the command center in the Yellow Rangers room, with Alpha as company. Peter.
Yeah, I think I live here now.
Yeah, it's just like, I live here now. This is it's all good.
Okay, don't got parents. Don't got parents that are gonna worry about me, so it's all good.
Yeah, there's no rent,
no bills.
Yeah,
This
I'll
just
just
a
be
weird.
like, hey, I'll just send a quick text to my old landlord. Hey, not living here anymore. Thanks.
Just
So
get
sorry.
Alpha to teleport out all of your belongings quick and just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
moving so much easier. Peter and Q returned home to see their father and mother, respectively. And Q did notice on the television, which was broadcasting the news live from the park where the fair had been going on, where Pudgy Pig had been defeated, some individuals taking away some food, some mega feed, labelled with the same symbol that they'd found inside the Centurion helmet that Pudgy Pig had been wearing when they defeated him. Which, isn't foreboding in any way, shape or form.
Not sus.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here.
And we start today on Monday morning, where at least 3 of our characters are off to the UCAG. I do believe all 3 of them have decided to take up dorms there, and as the day begins and things are being moved into their new dorms, Peter and Q find themselves, maybe not so surprisingly, residing in the same room.
Woo! What up? Just walks in like, well, this can't be a coincidence.
A coincidence. Yes, Q will come through the door. Who got there first, you or me? Should we roll for it?
Who's more punctual?
Yeah.
Make an initiative check.
More punctual is definitely Q.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
son of-
definitely
God
say
damn it!
Q,
That's
yeah.
two. It's 2 in a row. Oh no!
Yeah, so Q will be on cue and be there straight away. By the time Peter arrives, he's already picked which bed he prefers and has started unpacking boxes of stuff. Books, dance shoes, clothes, dance shoes, a few nerdy bits and pieces, dance shoes.
Music, more dance shoes.
I don't know on the music front. I think he's probably more electronically based music wise. There probably is a spool of CDs just in case, because not everywhere has electronic facilities for digital music. I mean, yeah. So he's just there will be music on already, 100%. He does nothing without music. Yeah. So I think he's already deep in the throes of settling as Peter arrives.
So as Pete arrives, he's a very simple kind of guy. He doesn't need like loads of stuff. So he's literally got a rucksack on his back, like one just small bag, and then like a suitcase. But like in the small bag is just a gaming system. Obviously his clothes are in his backpack, and then he like opens up the suitcase, and it's just disc after disc after disc, which is all like footage and documentation about the Power Rangers throughout their like 10 years Rangers, and just all the research he has. He's like, walks in. So I've got this, buddy. Considering like recent events, I thought this might be helpful to teach us a few things. I don't know what you thought. Maybe think it might come in handy. Like, if not, still plenty of like excellent viewing material.
So, like a movie night?
Pretty much, but all Power Rangers. It'd be great.
Peter is so lucky that Q is his roommate, because if he had walked in on a stranger, was like, "All right, help me set up this corkboard of Power Ranger conspiracies."
Yeah.
We already knew that we were going to be roommates, because otherwise it'd be far too coincidental for us to end up here. So I'm going to say that we had an option to like request like a roommate.
Yeah, I'd like to think that either we did it deliberately or Alpha hacked in the back end and rearranged the room plans so that we ended up in the same spot just to save him the headache.
Make life a little bit easier getting hold of his Power Rangers, you know.
Yeah. Not having to surreptitiously step into that one corridor. Cool. Yeah, so Q's just unpacking and getting ready and getting the Wi-Fi sorted, stuff like that.
Whilst this is taking place, where is Cal?
Let's see. First day at school, the juice bar is probably going to be open, right? And like hella busy because new students are coming in, gotta check out the facilities. Old students are coming back, so it's like greet all the regulars day one. So Cal probably has to show up early for shift because it's gonna be a big day at the juice bar. So woke up early, got showered, got dressed, said bye to Alpha, and like teleported to an alley behind the school or somewhere near where I wouldn't be seen teleporting.
I can see Q and Peter's room becoming like the de facto teleportation,
the teleport
arrival
hub
location. Yeah, it's just like whenever they need to go to campus, it's just like the clown car effect of people just walking into the room. It's like
there are going to be so many rumors about you two.
Exactly. People are always leaving, but no one ever goes in.
Yeah. How did they just? I don't know. Smoke and mirrors.
Misdirection.
We both lost our keys, so we used the fire escape.
It's one of our rules to boost. I can't even say it. To boost our athleticism, we only enter through the window but exit through the door.
Just training.
Also, we hate stairs. Yeah.
The Batman school of training.
And
yeah, how to enter and leave a room without anyone ever seeing you.
It's like ninja training 101. So for Sarah, it's her first day at the UCAG, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
She has a dorm room on campus, but as well as that, she has been advised that there's going to be kind of a sort of big buddy, little buddy program going on where they're trying to partner up some sophomores with some freshmen just so they can sort of show them around campus, show them where all the cool places to go are, the shortcuts, the where you can get some coupons for the juice bar, and how to make a single coffee last like 2 hours so you can just hook up to the free Wi-Fi. And they're all meeting oddly enough, in the juice bar, because it's a good place to start off a tour of the campus. It's a good place to get a drink before they go. And
I want to say that she also works at the juice bar. Like, she probably started a month ago, but she's got to have a job because of her situation.
100%. And would either... Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Would either of our sophomores have volunteered for this sort of big buddy, little buddy program, do you think?
Before the events of yesterday, I'm going to say Pete probably did, yeah.
I mean, yeah, too late to rescind that.
Yeah, he's second thinking that decision now, but...
Too late to pull your name out of that hat, buddy.
Peter just gets a ping on his phone. It's just like one of the sort of college social networking apps. It's just sending him a message, just reminding him of his role as a big buddy and the fact that they're all meeting in Ernie's Juice Bar, the satellite location on the UCAG, run by Ernie's brother, Bert. You know, you've got a few minutes to get down there, but...
People look at his phone, look at you and go, oh, snap. Forgot about this. I gotta do this buddy thing.
Oh, you've got a mini-me. Oh, how cute. I don't think they needed me in the end. Either they didn't need me or they didn't want me.
How's that going to work, though, dude? Like, what if something happens? I can't just abandon them somewhere.
That'll be fine. Find another group. Say you've got IBS or something and that you just need to excuse yourself. And then...
Stress-triggered IBS is real. It's a thing.
It just needs to run
you're lactose intolerant, and the coffee you've got might have been laced with lactose.
Oh, good.
Just the thing of half and half. It's like, oh, oops.
Oops, I did it again. The old maneuver.
That's better than what I was going to say, to be fair, dude. I was just going to be like, can you hear someone calling me? I'll be right back. But that works better.
Hold that thought and then walk out a shot.
People like mosey on down to the juice bar then, I suppose.
I'll probably join him later.
There is one of the faculty sort of assistants is standing there trying to gather everybody around. He's got a clipboard in hand, going old school, just like a plastic clipboard with some bits of paper on it. Paper doesn't fail. There's no network issues. He doesn't lose everybody's names and partner people up randomly. But he's calling everybody over sort of one by one. And as he sees Peter, who he recognises from some of their engineering classes, he calls him over and it's just like, Peter,
yo,
this way, come on.
Quickly, like just a little jog over. Like, yo, what up?
We've got a freshman that we've partnered you up with. Her name is Sarah. She's relatively new to the area, and we just kind of hoped that maybe you could show her around the campus a bit, show her all the cool places to be. You know, you've been here for a while already. You've kept yourself out of trouble, and you do have that whole who the Power Rangers are thing going for you, but you know, it's fine. There's been no corkboard incident since last year. Everybody's happy.
I've apologised a lot of times about the corkboard incident, okay? I didn't realise they were that flammable. It's not my fault. Who knew the corkboards and lasers didn't mix?
Well, everybody. But it's okay.
Someone should have told me.
Maybe we should speak to your professors and get you taken away from some of those engineering projects. But, yeah.
No, don't do that. I'm quite good in those classes, to be fair. And as you said, there hasn't been an incident since last year.
Let's keep it that way, yeah? I mean, okay, apparently everything worked but the audio.
Oh, are we muted?
Yeah,
Has your audio gone again?
It has gone. It now is back.
Oh.
All right, so they can hear us now.
They can hear us
people are
now.
saying it's working now.
Yes, I think I jinxed it last week. After the end of the stream last week, I pointed out that that had been our most successful stream in terms of we had no issues at all. And then apparently today it just came to kick me right in the behind.
All right, so as I was definitely saying while we were muted, in terms of male and female Pokemon breeding, never mind.
Definitely the
this card face down in defense position.
Right, so Vaporeon. So
I feel like I need a button that just like focus.
That mutes me.
In our temporary audio absence. In fact, no, we'll go back. So just Peter, have you met Pete from Cladoius? He's just one of the professors here now. He's been teaching.
I had him a couple of times last year. Good man, a little bit eccentric, but good man.
He's taken over a few more of the classes, so it's quite probable he might actually be teaching you directly this year.
Oh, great! That should be fun.
And as I said, we've got your little buddy. He kind of looks around and tries to sort of spot Peter's little buddy before just kind of giving up and just being like, Sarah Anderson, hello.
Right here.
Oh, fantastic.
What can I do for you?
Peter here is going to be your big buddy, show you around campus and just kind of be a point of reference for you for your first couple of weeks here. Any problems you've got, just sort of somebody who you know you can go to.
All right.
Hey, what's up? I'm Pete. Do you know Cal? Let me introduce you to Cal, and he'll like take her over to the bar.
All right. I've met Cal, but yeah.
Oh, you know Cal? How do you know Cal? Okay, start over. Sorry, my bad. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm new to Angel Grove. Freshman. I work here in the juice bar.
Okay, how long have you been in town? I've not seen you around before.
About a month. Little more.
Okay, and where'd you hail from before then?
Here and there.
Bit of a closed book, you, ain't you? That's fine. We'll crack that nut later. And then I suppose he'll like take her off to go and see the campus.
Thought we were all right.
We've said hi to Cal. Like, literally just hi Cal, bye Cal.
Have fun.
I did say I wanted to just like get you to say hi to Cal. I didn't say we're going to have a conversation.
Yeah. Right.
Cal just...
We're going to call you Literal Pete from now.
Cal just once again showing that he literally does know everybody.
My reasoning for Pete's kind of blank observationness that he is clearly lacking at the moment is the fact that at the moment his head's still kind of like, shit, that happened. So he's just kind of like moving for a daze at the moment. Just, yeah, like humor. It's all good.
Do you have a major?
I'm taking 2 classes at the moment: the history of the Power Rangers, and then like tech. The class is a little bit of a weird one. They haven't cemented the name on it yet. I think they just can't make up their mind. But it's basically like a Rangers Tech kind of class. We learn about like
so
how
your major is the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah. It stems back to when I was little. There was an incident, and I was saved by Green, and yeah, hence all of the green. I'm a little bit of a fanboy.
That might be the only major more useless than liberal arts.
Could be. What's your major?
Music.
Okay. I suppose that's fairly more useful than History of the Power Rangers.
I mean, unless you're a Power Ranger, but they are back apparently.
Yeah, I heard. I saw it on the news. I'm a bit excited, but at the same time, they're not the originals, so I don't know if I feel as much attachment to them or not.
That's fair.
Plus, they've only been around like a day or so, from what I've heard, so there's not much to go on yet.
Buildings have exploded, from what I've seen.
And so far, fingers crossed it stays that way.
Yes.
And then I suppose he'll, I'll take her around campus and that show her different classrooms where her classes will be held, like specifically just the layout of the campus for her needs, and then potentially like show her where the dormitories are and everything if she doesn't already know.
No, I moved in last week. Early move in.
You've been. Yeah. How come you got to move in campus so early? We only got told about it like that we could move in today.
Well, there was an early move-in option arranged for me.
Oh, nice. Fair play.
I didn't have anywhere else to live, so.
Oh God, that doesn't sound like fun. How come?
She visibly thinks about telling you, and then just, I don't really want to talk about it. I just met you.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I can understand that. We'll be good friends soon. Don't worry about it.
That's so creepy.
It's just this conversation is just a walking set of red flags popping up behind you.
And it's just like social ineptness. He's so focused on the good, and everything else is just like, just mouth just working 100 miles an hour.
On a good day, he has no social skills. So
it's like he's the Deadpool of campus. He's saying what he thinks is right and is a nice thing, but what actually comes out is not the same to everybody else.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you live on campus too?
Yeah, just moved in today. I know my roommate already, which is nice. We had like an option to kind of request a roommate if we knew someone else that was coming, so we thought that would be a good idea. His name's Q. I'll introduce you to him in a bit if you like.
Sure. I suppose I should meet people. They did say I should try to make friends while I was here, so.
Well, it's definitely a good idea. No man is an island and all that, or no woman in your case.
True. I have not met my roommate yet. I'm concerned.
When are they moving in today?
I assume.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
While the sort of walking tour of the campus and the somewhere in the region of 20,000 students are bustling about, bouncing between colleges such as the School of Music, the School of Theatre, Film and Television, the School of Nursing, the School of Arts and Architecture, and the School of Engineering. What is Q up to, having kind of already claimed his space in the dormitory, already started unpacking and making it his own little home away from home?
Sorry, I was just rolling to work. I'm working on the basis that each of the dorms are probably based on the colours of the Power Rangers, because everything else seems to be based on the colours of the Power Rangers.
That makes sense.
I just rolled the dice, and I've been comparing it to the list in the Ranger Spectrum table, and that would put us in the green dorm, which I think is probably appropriate for Pete. So I think Q, having got his stuff settled, it's still early in the morning ish. Yep. I'd say because I've not okayed this with you, but he has a car, so that's parked somewhere safe and secure on campus. So he's sorted, like putting his seats back up and put the parcel shelf back in, stuff like that. And And then he's probably going for a jog around campus, just because he's not been able to do that yet today.
He's claimed a parking space in his car shall never leave in fear of it being taken from him.
Yeah, and when he does leave, he puts a cone in it to stop anybody from... No, he doesn't do that.
Maintenance work.
He's just spray painted like a big... It looks like a sinkhole underneath it, or rolled out like a high-definition sticker, so no one uses that spot. But no, yeah, so Q has got himself ready for a jog, and then he's off for just a jog around campus, because it's been a while since he's done any laps.
As Q is jogging round, maybe kind of waving hi at some people he recognises as he passes the different schools on the UCAG campus, which is pretty big. It could take quite a while for him to run the entire perimeter of it, but in that way that can only be applied to television. What coincidence! As he runs, turns a corner, he can see Peter walking in the same general direction that he's running, but Peter seems to have a new friend, which is odd because it is Peter.
Is he coming from in front of me or behind me, did you say?
Sort of off to the left.
Is he like in my field of vision?
Yeah, your paths are kind of joining together.
As he sees him like jogging up, like, yo, help! Just kind of like,
so subtle. Help! Help me!
This girl is following me and won't leave me alone. So Q kind of jogs and then comes to a stop. I don't think he's got any earphones on/in, because he was wholly expecting to bump into people, and it would just annoy him to keep having to stop and do ears in, ears out, ears in, ears out. So yeah, he kind of jogs up to a halt and goes, "Hi, you found somebody to look after you then, Pete?" He says, smiling at Sarah.
What is your social media handle?
Oh, no. Now, there's a question. I think... Right, I'll throw this out there. I have written into Q's past that he used to be bullied, like growing up through school. And to take the power away from his former bullies, that his handle is what his bullies used to call him, purely because it's a fun pun and I like it, and that is Quinifrid.
Quinifrid.
So I think his handle is probably just at Quinifrid,
Right.
which I now need to check to see if somebody has so that I can steal it.
Do
Start
it.
posting as Q on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh.
What? You're Quinifrid.
Yeah. In some
Like,
context,
panic.
yes. And you are...
Sorry, I'm Sarah.
Oh, hi, Sarah. And he holds out his hand.
Shake. Yeah, when you said you should have led with that, Peter.
I didn't know it was a thing. I'm sorry. I'm not into the social media thing too much.
He's not
yeah,
very into social anything.
Yeah, this is my pal Q.
Yeah. Hi. I do stuff and things on social media.
Yeah, I just started myself.
Cool. Oh, what do you do?
Music. I sing.
Awesome.
Been doing done a few of those TikTok singbacks.
Oh yeah, where there's like one person and they do like a part or a line, and then you do the other part or line in like a very Moloko sing it back, bring it back kind of way.
Yeah.
Awesome. What styles do you sing in?
I've got a lot of experience with like New Orleans jazz and blues. I lived in it for a while, but I like pop So I've been exposing myself to a lot more classical, like 80s music.
Real me hurts. That hurts. Yeah, it's
God,
you know,
imagine
it
being
was a
old.
very.
Couldn't be me.
You don't even know game consoles. Sorry, you have to focus. Yeah, the 80s was a good era. There's a weird mix of very good and very awful music. I think it was probably amount of hairspray and shoulder pads that, the fumes of the mixing that led to either great or awful things.
Very likely, yeah. But
He pulls out his phone and says, "Oh, what's your handle?" And I'll make sure I follow you back.
Seraphim.
As in SERA.
PHIM.
Oh, as in the
The
sort
angel.
of angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I see what you did there. He avoids making voice of an angel pun until he's heard it. And also doesn't want to sound shady. Cool. So, sorry, I lost you there, Michael. What was that?
I said Peter had shady handled.
I'm not shady. I'm just awkward.
I'm just big bound. Cool. So, what are you studying? Freshman. Well, obviously freshman because you've got Peter looking after you. Yeah.
I'm here on a music scholarship.
Oh, nice. The facilities here are quite good. I'm here on dance and sports therapy, so our departments link with music sometimes for performances, and rather than paying for rights from official performers. But yeah, they've got some good studio space.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trying out musical theater. I haven't done that. I haven't had a chance to do that yet in my life.
Do it 1,000 times. Do it, particularly if you've got a talent for singing. They could use the help.
Ooh.
Damn.
Whereas this one seems to have majored in the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Grin on his face.
He's just so proud.
Yeah, that's not an insult to him. That's a badge of honor.
Very proud.
Yeah, judging by your tone, I had a similar impression when I first read that. Course was on offer, but there are a number of tech companies who have reverse engineered stuff that fall out and detritus from the battles of a decade ago, and that's moved us on as a people. So knowing what's gone before helps us prepare for what's yet to come.
That's true.
So maybe don't dismiss it entirely. I mean,
it's
worse than dance.
Are you a tech genius, Peter?
I dabble. I try. I wouldn't say I'm a genius by any sense of any stretch of the imagination, but I'm learning and I'm trying to do better with it. If anyone tells you about the corkboard incident, ignore them. It wasn't my fault.
Corkboard.
Yeah, and never let him fix your Roomba.
Yeah, definitely never let me do that. There's something about the Roomba I just can't get.
Yeah, it's probably the demon inside of it.
The inevitable takeover, yeah.
Scan it. They're coming. It's going to start with the Roombas.
The Roomba
Danger, Will Robinson. So, have you found your dorm yet, Sarah?
Yeah, I moved in a week ago. I had an early move-in option.
Oh, one of the early move-in for the out-of-towners?
Yeah.
Hey, you knew that was a thing?
I read the form that we filled in, Peter.
Okay, fair play.
But because we live nearby, it was a case of, drive over the bridge, drive through the county, and then you're here. For people coming from farther afield, logistics and travel and flights and stuff. Oh my, it's a bit more involved.
Yeah. I rolled earlier. She's in the black dorm.
Who knew? Yeah. Cool. Oh well, we're in the green dorm. Yeah, everything, everything in Angel Grove, and I mean literally everything, is Power Rangers themed. Before evil space witches arrived and people in figure hugging armor came to our rescue, this was the most beige of counties.
Well, I suppose at least it's colorful now.
Yeah, if you're into primary colored pop art.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway,
I'll
let you get back to you.
Yeah. All right.
You
We're both. I think we're saying the same thing. Like, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna jog. You do your tour. Pete, do your best. Sarah, good luck.
Thank you.
Has Pete the whole time? Has the whole time they've been talking? Has Q been like doing the jog in place thing to keep like to keep the muscle loose to like stop from
typing on his phone while jogging in place?
Yeah.
Yeah. How it's like people that stop.
Athletes are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. For purely for the laugh. Yeah. Q was 100% on the spot. It's like never stops moving, never stops moving, never stops moving.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We'll never stop.
Okay, bye.
Well, dude. So, where do you need to be next?
What time is it?
It's about
What time is it?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. I think
Nearly 11, dude.
My first class is at 11:30, I think. So I got a little bit of time to kill.
Is there anything else you want to see on campus in particular?
I mean, I've done quite a bit of walking around the week I've been here, so not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if you want, I'll leave you in peace. I know. I'm sorry. I'm a bit awkward with like new people. I'll get there. I promise. If
So-
you want to pop, have you got like a cell phone number or anything?
Oh yeah, I've got one. Yeah.
Pete will like hand over his phone.
Yeah. The phone is
it's
like 4 generations ago. Like it's a smartphone, but it's not very smart.
The iPhone 3.
Somewhat. No, she's Android. iPhones are
Good man. Good man.
bad. People use iPhones.
Although, if we're using like, non-brand technology, is it like Fandroid?
Android. Oh.
Yeah.
We slowly alienate even more people who are watching this,
That's fine, keep going.
Including the GM,
Who's that
you know.
so far?
Just,
including the GM. Yeah, bad people use Apple. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at
Look at
that suspect motherfucker.
And Pete will like hand over his phone and be like, if you pop your number in here, like need anything, just let me know. Get lost, just give me a shout and I'll give you directions.
Point of this here program, I suppose.
Yep, and then obviously as well, if you want me to ask you anything for you, just let me know and I can liaise and I don't know, maybe get you two involved in like some sort of project together. You said you wanted to do the musical theatre thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right.
Cool. Well, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I've not got a class until just after midday. So, yeah, I got a couple of errands I need to run. If you need me, you know where to find me.
All right.
Peel like
No.
yeah, Peel go on his way, and I want to say he's gonna run to the comic book shop quickly.
I would
Not
say
your comic book day.
the comic book shop is like on the other side of the bridge, so it's not a quick run trip. But he can definitely make it to the comic book shop at some point this week to pick up the comics for his dad.
I mean, what he could do is go back to his room and then teleport.
I can
Flagrant abuse of Power Rangers powers.
I am going to abuse the teleportation function so much.
I don't want to walk up the
Because, like,
stairs.
think about this, right?
Personal gain. Yeah.
Cal's whole thing, he likes volunteering, right? He likes like going to cleanups, going to like fundraising events, going to like charity work. And if I take out the travel time to get in between all of these things by just teleporting from place to place,
he can do more and help more. So
Exactly.
theoretically, he's not breaking any of the rules.
hero, that guy. What a legend.
Gosh. In that case, then, Pete will, head back to his dorm for now and prepare himself for his first lesson of the semester.
As Cal is busy experimenting with various smoothies and milkshakes,
You say experiment. I'm following the recipes. They just turn out weird. He's holding what is clearly probably a lava lamp. Like, if you had to put money on it, it's not a milkshake, it's a lava lamp, but it is a milkshake.
They always come out the colour of the Teletubbies. Yeah.
I would 100% drink that, which is concerning.
Just out of sheer curiosity.
It's a normal orange dreamsicle ice cream. It just happens to look like a lava lamp. He doesn't know how it happened, but gives that to someone.
It's a gift.
As this is happening, as Q is completing his run and Peter is heading back up to their shared dorm, they all three receive that by now familiar beeping tone on their watches. And you just sort of, across the screen, there's just like a sort of one of those ticker tape news reports, but it's got this lovely little like profile picture on the far left, and it's just a really characterized version of Alpha's domed head. And the message that follows just says, "Putties at Burnett Airport."
What's my boss's name? Is Eddie here, or would he be at the main location?
Ernie would be at the main location. You work with Bert. Ernie's brother,
I work
Bert.
with Bert. Bert, take him a break as I like throw my apron at him.
He just
sprint out of the building.
Catches it somehow, like even though he wasn't paying much attention, he's just like, I mean, you've okay.
I've been here since 7. Look.
Is it like the shift out of Ninja Power, where they just kind of grab their top and pull?
I mean, it's more because it's a around the neck apron, so it's just like quick lift and then throw.
Lift and separate.
He's gonna have to invest in a quick pull away one though. It's just like buttoned, or like velcroed on the back or something, so you don't have to untie it or anything.
Yeah.
Just ping.
Yep. Going to somewhere where I won't be seen for the split second I'm going to disappear in.
Yep. Q. I'd like to say that. Yeah. Q's come up the stairs against Form. Comes into the door, closes the door. Are you already there, Pete? Or
yeah, I've run in as well. I'd say we arrived at the same time. Just go into
the corridor, in, close, and click. And are we going straight to the airport, or are we going to base first?
Straight to the airport.
I'd say we should probably meet up. Oh, we're going straight to the airport, yeah? Cool.
Okay, pause.
Just give him a second. He's got
I
this.
didn't get set up before the start of the stream.
Dramatic
with people.
pause.
Okay, then in which case it's morphin time.
Woo! Green Dragon.
What he said. Yellow Griffin.
Red Thunder Dragon.
There's an explosion. There was an explosion behind the juice bar.
There's an explosion in Peter and Q's room.
In a dorm.
And, yeah, as they get teleported away, you just see that the corkboard with the theories on the Power Rangers is just slowly starting
fire.
Yeah, just a spark, and it's just slowly beginning to burn its way through. Yeah. But
could it be one of the bits of wall that he's got connecting things is now burning?
It's
like
just like the whole thing, all of it is just like singeing away, leaving the bits of string just completely gone. It's got like all of the pins still and all of the, but there's no like line of effect now. It's just
When he gets back, he's going to be so pissed.
Never more indoors.
But the three Rangers do arrive at Burnett Airport within seconds of one another. And they can see the putties that are there. There's half a dozen of them on the tarmac, just causing some trouble. Not anywhere near as many as they've already fought. And for these three Power Rangers who have already proven themselves victorious 3 fights out of 3, it doesn't take them long to mop up the putties in front of them, allowing them to get back to their respective dorm room and place of business only minutes after they left. Although the whole time, as it's a busy airport, you can see people just phones out, people with cameras that they were about to take on holiday are just taking pictures and recording the whole fight, and you know it's going to be up on the news by the time they're in class. It's going to be all over social media. The Power Rangers are back once again.
Is there a scene of like one absolute Karen like having a complete? Well, this is going to make my flight even more late.
Yeah, someone.
You can imagine that, can't you? It's just like screaming at that.
Yeah.
If my flight is cancelled, does Power Ranger fights count as some sort of refundable insurance option, or like?
If I'm 2 hours late because of an alien attack or putty attack, do I still get a refund?
Need to speak to the Power Rangers manager.
It's like, yeah, we'll connect you right now. This is our manager, Tor. He's a turtle. just the groan of a giant interdimensional turtle. Yeah.
Just got a picture of Tor with a little headset on with a mic.
This is Tor.
Just groaning into the headset.
The rest of the afternoon goes without event. It's back to class, back to studying, meeting some new students who have transferred over, or seeing your new professors or professors you met last year. For Cal, the day is absolutely packed. It is non-stop. People wanting coffees, juices, paninis, anything quick and easy they can take with them in between classes. Most of the chairs and tables are occupied all day long with people studying, or people who have met back up after break, just wanting to catch up. But as the afternoon turns into evening, there's just another message from Alpha. This one warning that the Angel Grove Department of Water and Power is under a putty attack. And again, the Rangers teleport there, they deal with the threat. Again, there just seems to be a lack of putties, and very much like the ones they'd fought before, these are the putties that got left at the bottom of the barrel. They're misshapen, they're broken in parts. The fight is even easier than the last one, even easier than the first fight before they even became Power Rangers, before they even had power weapons. And Alpha summons them all to the command center, where they can see that in such a short period of time, there's already been a lot of repairs that have taken place. And in fact, when they meet in the... I've just lost track. In the Rangers' sort of dormitory, they can see that the holes are gone. The rooms seem to be back in good shape. The fires have been put out. The sofas have been repaired. It's a lovely place just to chill out in between saving the world.
More importantly, has the snack cupboard been refilled?
The snack cupboard...
Oh, yeah, I handled that.
I was going to say, the snack cupboard was Cal's responsibility, so yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got it also. I like open it and it's like there are so many snacks. It's almost absurd how much he has managed to fit into this one above the counter cupboard.
You take one out and the rest go.
But
it's just a flood of corn chips, Welch's, and popcorn bags.
Is there any fruit or?
That's in the basket over there. It's point to on the counter. There's a basket of fruit.
Nice.
Yeah, can't keep those in the pantry.
Chew picks up a red apple and takes a bite as they make their way through
to the
where
blue apple I am now going to eat.
You can get green ones, you get red ones, you get kind of yellowy ones, you get pink ones.
Don't eat the black.
I was going to say you can get black apples, but you do not want to eat those.
Mm-hmm. Bad call.
Yeah.
Alpha meets them as they're dining, they're eating their snacks, and just, aye, Rangers, just 2 attacks in one day. Are you okay?
Yeah, that seemed real easy, Alpha. No sweat.
Suspiciously easy.
Too easy. Could they be up to something? Could they be testing us, or just
this is a distraction levels of easy?
Yeah, it's where did these happen on a map? Because I've seen on TV that when things are happening somewhere else, there's probably something related happening that we're not meant to see.
Yeah, considering
did the past Power Rangers store Zords at the airport and water treatment plant?
No, Rangers. Most of the Zords were hidden in volcanoes, beneath the ground, in the water. I mean, Tor's only a couple of 100 feet outside.
Safe.
Hi, Tor.
Do a run to the window. He's there with a headset on and the microphone.
Still talking to Karen.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 buttons for answer call, hang up call.
Absolutely massive buttons.
Yeah. The size of a big swimming pool. Just boom.
Alpha does bring up a map, and it is showing that both of the attacks so far have happened in the north of Angel Grove.
According to Brian, apparently the Zords are kept in grid-based pocket dimension layers.
Pockety, even.
Poor.
Is it in hockety pockety wockety whack?
Oh shit, Dr. Seuss in the chat.
He does show you.
Yeah, Merlin. Sorry.
Come on,
Don't get
focus,
distracted.
people. Focus.
Yeah.
He does show that both of the attacks have happened on the north side of Angel Grove. Not particularly close to one another, but so far nothing has happened on the south side.
Is there anything to the south of town?
Say again, sorry?
Is there anything important to the south of town? Any factories or airports or such down that way?
The university districts, the pier, I want to say the financial district, the hospital, lots of the mall, the aquarium.
He's just going to be sitting there trying to think real hard.
Is there anything on Shuckheim Island?
That's a good question. Alpha sort of looks over. It's just I'm trying to remember that. And Alpha sort of looks over at the map and just, Rangers, I can't see any connection between the attacks. As you said, perhaps they are testing you.
Well,
pretty measly tests, though. Considering how easily we've been beating back the putties, there's been fewer and fewer each time we've gone.
Do you think that they might be running out of their bargain bin putties?
Well, Rangers, as I said last yesterday, Finster was never caught, so presumably they're using what putties Finster had left. Perhaps they are running out of foot soldiers.
That's a good thing, no?
Depends on what they attack with next.
Well, we just need to stay sharp and be ready.
Agreed.
Could they be trying to find where we are now? Because, they shot the last location that we were in. Maybe they think that we've hidden the command center somewhere on land.
It's quite possible, Rangers. You need to be extra careful when you're teleporting to and from the command center. You need to make sure nobody's able to see where you're teleporting from. We don't want anybody to try and trace the energy signals.
A penny drops in Q's mind that what if they're trying to triangulate us by making us teleport a number of times? If they found a way of tracking the signature, the energy signature, or anything like that, it could they maybe triangulate where we are or where we're from?
But we know they have the white and pink coins. Perhaps if they're able somehow to connect to the grid, they could. Maybe. I have hidden the command center from the coins, but maybe they are, as you said, trying to trace you.
Is there a way that we could hedge our bets and maybe throw them off, either by doing a series of completely random and sporadic jumps, or is there something that we can do to make it harder to track or trace us?
Alpha sort of stares off into space for a second, his head just tilted slightly so that dome shape takes on almost a 45-degree angle. And you can almost hear the cogs sort of turning as he considers the question.
The one hamster on its wheel.
Yeah, just spinning non-stop.
Powering Alpha.
Run at an angle.
And he just sort of like tilts his head back over, so he's like, I can perhaps try to shield your teleportation signal from the morphing grid, just in case they are using the white and pink coins to trace you. I'll do my best, Rangers.
Yeah. It's like in Space Voyage, that TV series. Usually there's either some kind of particle that they can flood the area with to make it harder to detect where they are. So it's either mask it or flood them with too much information to be able to work out what's real and what's not.
Ooh, Alpha, would a quick fix just simply be cloning the signature?
Alpha does look, again, sort of at that 45-degree angle, although this time off to the other side, almost is like, before nodding.
On the other hand...
Yeah, he's just like, before nodding his head at both Q and Peter, and just, I'll put some changes in place tonight. Perhaps maybe stay here the night, and I'll teleport you early in the morning when everything's working.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I locked the room before we left.
I hope you did, because I didn't.
I'll go back and check.
Gets back to the room. Oh, the corkboard's on fire again.
God damn it, Pete.
Okay, I wasn't there. How did that happen? Oh, wait. Could have been when we morphed, dude. I'm going to say that's technically part your fault, too.
What color are the flames?
Yes.
With the Power Rangers having had a busy day, Sarah's first day at UCAG, first proper day of UCAG studying, has been maybe a little bit intense, a little bit non-stop, a lot to learn in a short period of time. How is Sarah feeling?
I mean, it's a little overwhelming, but she's just keeping busy. Like, I would say she probably has a shift in the evening at the juice bar.
you see Bert's quite happy that Sarah's there. Just Cal's disappeared on me twice today. I mean, he only took short breaks. It was only sort of like 5-10 minutes, but if he wasn't such a good man, he's always volunteering, helping out, and fixing things, putting up new temporary accommodation. Just needed to get him to focus a bit more, maybe a bit more like you, Sarah. Just put his head down and do well in school. And
some people do seem to come in just for his milkshakes. Like, what am I going to get today?
Yeah, I mean,
they all look so weird.
The flavors are always spot on. The chocolate tastes like chocolate, but have you ever seen a purple chocolate? I mean, yeah, pink, purple. Have you seen the one that looks like it's got glitter swirled into it? I don't understand. None of the ingredients we use have that sort of.
That was mint, wasn't it? Somehow.
I mean, nobody ever complains.
No. I mean, they taste great. It's just a kaleidoscope of mystery.
There is that. Maybe we could advertise like the kaleidoscope of mystery. So I think you're onto something. Are you sure you're not advertising and marketing major?
Definitely not.
Okay, but if you ever
we all have thoughts on that. I'll think about it. Yeah, if I have ideas, I'll float them back.
Thank you. We'll close up shop soon, and it's your first day. It's died down a little bit. I think everybody's kind of a bit overwhelmed. But thank you very much for taking up these shifts. I know lots of students want the jobs, but I hate to say it, but
I know Tommy and Kim vouched for me, but thank you for
exactly. I mean, like any friend of Tommy and Kim's is well an employee of mine in this instance, but
yeah. Right. Well, I better go get those tables put away.
Tuesday comes and it's very much like Monday in terms of random attacks throughout the day that just keep pulling the Power Rangers away from whatever it is they're doing. They attack the pier, just causing general chaos. They don't seem to be actually any sort of goal in mind, just destroying things, scaring people off. They appear at the aquarium. One of the putties somehow manages to actually teleport into a large shark tank, and it's one less putty that the Rangers have to deal with. But
Cal feels like almost genuinely bad for the putty that just wound up in this. Like, ooh,
you sort of see it like
let's let it go
there. There's like one putty in the tank, like blowing bubbles, and the other putties are all up at the tank's window, just like woo!
Just like
Cal just like gives a salute as he dies.
When they're all at the glass, Pete will kind of like shout out, "They're not worried. They're cracking jokes."
Cal gets to work in the morning at the milkshake stand. There's just a giant sign, like handwritten, hand drawn, like corkboard. Cal's kaleidoscope of mystery.
Gets back to making a vanilla milkshake that is somehow changes colors.
Exactly.
It's like, and finish, and it's just sitting there. It's like, what is this?
Vanilla
bean.
It might have been vanilla, but what is it now?
You mother!
No, no. I don't know. I almost lost it at kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know it.
The kaleidoscope.
It's actually spelled with a C. Yeah. It's like yep. Only the kaleidoscope
had to be. Tuesday goes, Wednesday comes, and like classes are full in session now. Q finds himself at the dance studio on campus in the middle of a session when you just again hears that familiar beeping sounds. Cal is in the middle of making a smoothie that started off with banana and mango and oranges, but is somehow bright, glowing pink. Peter is currently being instructed by Claydoyus Pete, who's telling them all about how on his homeworld, everybody's quite creative, quite engineeringly sound. Everybody likes to make things, and sometimes those things destroy other things, but that's not the intention. But they all hear that same beeping sound and get called away again. This time to...
And Sarah has not reached out to anyone in like the 3 days that have passed.
No. They get called out this time to the hospital, where the putties are rampaging through. Oh, we lost somebody.
Lost Cal.
We lost Cal. Hopefully only momentarily,
no.
and we didn't jinx anything.
Maybe he had one of his shakes.
They are supposed to be this colour, right? Oh. What we might do is take this opportunity to have a brief break. Just hopefully Cal reappears in the break. We will see you all shortly.
Back in about.
Hello, everybody. We're all back.
I'm alive. I wasn't killed.
We jinxed it.
Didn't happen.
I jinxed it. I will put my hand up.
What is this?
I will own it.
To say.
I jinxed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If I have to take credit for naming and then killing Brian, you have to take credit for all these horrible tech issues.
That's fair. Okay, I'll own it. I jinxed it. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of days for the Power Rangers. Every time they try, getting sort of their heads down to do their classwork, they get called away. They're heading to bed. Somebody else has, another location has been attacked, and it's never the same location twice. It is just sort of like bouncing them all around the map of Angel Grove. And at the end of the day, Wednesday, when Alpha sort of calls them back to the command center, he does just, towards the end of the conversation, Rangers, I think we might need to try and find you some help.
You think?
Yeah, it might be an idea.
I appreciate that, Vic is still out there somewhere, and I think we was all hoping that Mouse would come back and take the coin back up, but if this keeps up the way it is, I can just see something bad happening.
Agreed.
So what do we do?
Didn't you say the coins choose?
The coins chose the 5 of you. The coins will look out for somebody who embodies the characteristics of the power the coins represent. But we can try to narrow that list down if there's, if we all keep, I say we, if you all keep an eye out for somebody you feel may be able to help, we can see what the power provides.
I mean, we could try not responding to all of the putty calls and see if anybody comes forwards.
That's equally bad.
I think what he means to say is delay our response. Maybe not turn up straight away.
Turn up and stand at the back and watch.
Monitor the situation, and then
yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is let's not be derelict our duties. But if we're always saving everyone, then no one else is going to become apparent. Do you get what I mean?
If you keep responding to every attack, then unlike the 5 of you who were given the opportunity to prove to the grid what you stood for, nobody else will have that same opportunity.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well, Rangers, I will continue to alert you of any attacks, but your response is your decision.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Thursday rolls about. Nobody, no Peter, no Q, no Cal, no Sarah have a class in the morning. Or Cal has no classes full stop, but what I meant is he doesn't have a shift in the morning. But with the juice bar being such a popular place to hang out, the 4 of you do find yourselves sort of there, grabbing a fruit smoothie, something healthy that without Cal preparing actually looks like
it's
ordinary fruit smoothie. And Peter, you spot your little buddy. You haven't heard from her
who's very
the entire
much
week.
trying to pick up a shift. She's talking to Bert like, "Are you sure you don't need any help? Are you really sure? I need the money."
Pete will kind of lean over to Q and be like, "Hey, look, it's that Sarah over there, but at the bar. I think I might have like creeped her out a little bit. You know what I'm like. I'm not good with people. You and her kind of hit it off. Like, invite her over."
Oh, yeah, so I just shout over. Like, hey, Sarah. Right, hey, Sarah.
She jumps a little bit. Oh,
Hi.
well, I suppose if
You
you're
kind of
not going
gestures
to let
over.
me pick up the shift, I suppose I'll go see what they want. She wander over. Well, I was trying to get Burton to give me another shift today, but what's up?
Nothing, just thought we'd... How's it going? It's what, day 3? Day 4? Day 4. It is day 4. How are you finding class?
Good. Yeah, it's going well. How about you?
More of the same. We're doing kind of more anatomy stuff in the sports side of things, which always boggles my head a bit. But yeah, it's good. The training's a bit of a bear, but it's what I signed on for.
Yeah, no, for sure. I put my name on the auditions coming up soon. We're doing, what was it? Rent? I think it was the one they're trying to do this time.
That's a thing. Oh.
Oh.
Are you
Hello,
gonna?
Like your audio's gone, bud.
Yeah, it does that. It's good for now, I think.
We have
All
the
right.
map.
Are you?
Yeah.
Goddamn. All right, come on, internet. Don't be like this.
We can hear you
Are
again.
you?
Now.
Yeah. Are you planning to audition?
I don't know. I need to check out what's happening with the cheer training schedules and with the dance classes I run, both on campus and back at my mum's dance center. So
Busy.
I'm still trying to work out. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. So I don't want to stretch myself too thinly because I think this year's going to be busier than last year. He shoots a quick glance over at Pete. But yeah, if I can't find the time to be in it, I'll definitely come and see it. Though.
Yeah. All right.
Are you thinking of going for a particular
He
part?
has not sat. Come on. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
Cool. Well, break legs, just not yours.
Yeah. There's been a lot of attacks, I guess you'd call them, this week. News is just constant.
We're fortunate that there hasn't been any large-scale destruction.
Well, true, yeah, but I had to turn off the alerts.
Welcome to Angel Grove, where instead of Amber Alerts, we have to worry about space aliens attacking every 5 minutes. There's almost no time for regular crime.
That is true. Our crime rate is weirdly low.
Insanely low.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask our resident ranger expert here for a deeper insight into that particular demographic.
I'd need to wait a little bit longer for these guys to be around before we can see an impact. But it is true, over since the original Rangers were around, crime in in Angel Grove drop down. I mean, who wants to rob a bank somewhere you can get squished by a giant monster?
There are more important things to worry about.
I mean, the donut shop got destroyed and never came back.
And no one misses it.
Look at his fucking face. Yeah, but if you're worried about picking up more shifts, Sarah, don't worry. After the first week, things tend to die down around the juice bar, so I'm probably going to be taking less shifts and working more on the humanitarian stuff further into the city.
All right. Yeah. Bert was very adamant that I take a day off.
Yeah, resting is important. Because if you don't take opportunities to rest, I mean, at that point, your body will force you to rest, and no one wants that.
Yeah, it's too early in term to burn out.
I suppose.
As the sort of three of you are...
He is still not sat down.
No.
Because she's been awkwardly standing at the table the entire time.
But as the three of you are talking, a familiar figure for, at the very least, Peter, walks up to sort of the back of the sofa. He's wearing a baseball cap pulled backwards. He's got a slightly bushy beard going on, a nerdy t-shirt across his chest that's just declaring that he is the master of the universe. And Peter very much recognizes him as the owner of the local comic book shop, the one that his father always places his orders through. And he just puts his hand on the back of the chair. He's like, "Yep, Petey, buddy, just your dad's comics are piling up. Is he not coming around?"
Damn, Brian, I'm sorry that I was supposed to come and get those. It's been a busy week, first week back at uni and everything.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But, could I grab them tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. The new issue's already out, so I've put that to the side for him as well. We've got some cool new props as well. I've got a few new daggers that might look good with your Green Ranger cosplay.
I've kind of given up on that Green Ranger cosplay for now.
Oh, really? I mean, we've got like a dagger about yay big. I mean, it's like it's got green bits to it and everything. It would really look good.
I'll come and have a look.
Brian. He's just like, what do you mean? You're so into the Green Ranger. I'm surprised that you've not been trying to get footage of him.
Well, no, there's this new one now, so I kind of need to make a new costume, really, don't I? Otherwise I'm a bit out of the times. So, yeah, I'll come and have a look and see what it's like. But
yeah, there's a new Green Ranger that, I mean, we saw a black and a blue Ranger, but they've seemingly disappeared. All of the footage I keep catching on the internet is just of the three: the green, the red, the yellow. I mean, personally, I think it might be the giant robots. They've maybe taken the Black Ranger, or the government soldiers, those secret ones that hide underground. Maybe they've taken.
Do you think the giant robots ate the Rangers?
Well, who knows? I mean, there's good robots, there's bad robots. Maybe the bad robots ate the Ranger, or maybe the good robots wanted the Ranger's help.
We've not seen any of the giant robots since
what do
the
you
new
mean?
Rangers.
Have you not seen? No, not those giant robots. The other giant. Have you not been watching my podcast?
What, the one about the Transfericons?
The giant robots, the government soldiers, the talking animals. Just, I thought you subscribed.
It's been a busy week, dude.
Oh, man, Petey, you have to get on there, man.
He'll put out his phone and start taking a look.
You see, it's like an entire video dedicated to these giant robots that Brian is adamant are out there. They're just hiding, disguised amongst the general public. There's like pictures of cars that he's adamant are just these robots that can change shape.
You're saying there are robots in disguise?
Exactly. Just
beat me to it by
he just do you subscribe to my channel? Just if you don't, you should.
How many energy drinks have you had today, Brian?
And Peter will just lean over and go, "He hasn't. He's always like this."
Just look, you guys, you're laughing at me, but if you just watch the videos, it explains. They turned up, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. They just came here in a spaceship. They settled, and they've just been here throughout history. I mean, the government soldier types, they're fairly new. I'm sure I've almost got it narrowed down to a portion of the desert. Their base, just like it's underground. Nobody wants to talk about them because they're super secret. Just they're not ordinary. They're no ordinary Joes. You just guys, just watch the video. It explains everything. I mean, I haven't got much on the talking animals yet, but people think they've seen some around. Horses. It's not my area of expertise, but I'm working on it.
Like Mr. Ed?
No, everybody knows Mr. Ed was peanut butter, okay? This is just actual talking animals.
They're like not fully. They're like Shetland ponies. They're not fully grown.
Yeah, but exactly.
Those ones?
Not particularly big, but they've got watch the videos, guys. Come on.
Well, I mean,
I need to get my
the
view
Power
numbers
Rangers
up.
are definitely real. So maybe transforming cars are real too. Who knows?
See, she's. Hi, sorry, I've not met you before, Brian. You really should follow. You should follow my channel. Just he writes down a link and just hands it over on a business card. That's just for the comic book shop. Just follow, watch, subscribe. It'll blow your minds.
Wait, so he handed her a business card that he wrote a URL link on.
Yep.
Okay.
The business cards need replacing, modernizing a little bit.
I have things to ask about this when we're done streaming, but this is not the time or place to get into that.
Just pity comic books. Pick them up tomorrow. Great. Check it out. As I said, got a dagger. I mean, the new Green Ranger seems to have a sword. I haven't got any swords in stock, but I mean, we can order some. 3D print something, maybe. You hit me up with some files. Guys, remember, as I said, check it out. It will blow your socks off.
Okay, you be careful hunting for things in the desert.
In my copious free time, I will watch your conspiracy videos.
And you say conspiracy, I say eye-opening to the truth.
Wait, that's not how the song goes.
He sort of kind of looks at Peter, waves at the other three of you, and just wanders off past the books and that are on the shelves above you.
That was an experience that I just went through.
Brian's great, man. He's just a little bit eccentric. You'd be surprised about how much he's actually right about.
I mean, I must say it's not possible. Again, Power Rangers. Why not robots?
I mean, yeah, he was right about a few things back in the past. Like he said he saw a big dragon one time, and no one believed him, and he did see a big dragon, which we now know to be Serpentera from what we know, but who knows?
All right.
He's a cool guy. He
seems like a decent guy. He's just got some
Infused.
ideas. Yeah. Talking horses.
Yeah, I think he might be wrong about that one.
Could be an alien.
I mean,
maybe it's
like
Maybelline.
A horse.
Yeah.
I have seen that alien wander in campus, so why not a horse? I guess.
You see Brian.
They
He's
do
got
his feet.
one hand on the door. He's pushing it open, and he hears you. He looks over and just shouts back, "Ponies! They're little ponies, not horses. Ponies!" And just storms off.
Isn't a pony a horse? Am I confused?
It's a young horse, yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
But a horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Of course.
This guy. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not entirely out of the question that there could be a planet of language-capable ponies.
Sure. I mean, back in the day, there were quite a few weird monsters here in Angel Grove, from what I've seen in the.
True. There was that big pig that ate everything. There was a shark that did stuff. There was that eye guy. Must have been expensive for him to go to the optician.
I was actually waiting for that.
Fish. Should have gone to Specsavers. There was
sponsored by.
There's been fish and handbags, and it's. I guess we probably should be more open-minded.
Yeah, when it comes to people seeing weird things, there's a lot of weird stuff here.
Yeah,
shouldn't just
your
just be
milkshakes
turned
are case
down
in
out of
point.
hand.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, yeah.
What's wrong with my milkshakes?
Your milkshakes are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with them.
The
Just-
color.
Cal takes a sip of a milkshake that when it arrived was normal, but somehow while talking has changed color while he started drinking it.
You are some kind of magic there, Cal. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know either.
Maybe you're an alien horse from another planet.
Who has transformed into a human man.
In disguise.
Well, you are certainly more than meets the eye. I will say that much.
Thanks, Q. You're cool too. Yeah, I recently started following you guys on that, what's it called? Tic Tac?
Tic Tac.
I think it was Flint. Was it Instagram? Yeah.
Click, look on Finstagram.
Yeah.
Flick flock. It's at this point that she actually sits down.
Yeah, I'm not.
I was
I've never
wondering
been,
when you'd surrender.
The worst possible thing to say. Damn.
At least it wasn't Pete.
I'm not very used to all these social media things, but like you guys are good at what you do.
No, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. It kind of helps my mum's school, and it's a good creative outlet, and it stops me just doom scrolling, frankly.
Cal nods. If you pay close attention, you can see in his eyes he has no idea what that means.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
Good way to keep focused and keep out of trouble.
And you never know, one day I might influence people to try a whole new dance style. You never know.
Your jetés are excellent.
He kind of chokes on his shake. Thank you. Not everybody knows what one is. He just kind of wipes it, the dribble off his chin. Really smooth.
I had to look it up, but you know.
Smooth as crunchy peanut butter.
All right, so is this what youth do? We just sit here on the couches and hang out? Is that what we do now?
Is that like an in-character question, or was that you asking like what the youth do?
That's her asking.
Well, sometimes we just chill out here and talk nonsense. Sometimes we train, sometimes we dance, sometimes we go out, watch a film, laser tag.
Trust me, this is a very rare moment in our life where we actually have time to relax.
Just like as he says that, the fucking synchronized communicate.
There is, in fact, a noise very much like that pings
My
from
man.
3 watches.
It's like
Simultaneously.
Yep.
y'all have the same ringtone at the. Are y'all in a cult?
Oh no, shit! Sorry, that's that thing we've got to do.
It's to make sure that we get our steps in every day. You know, if we don't stay on top of it, then before you know it, you've got a tum and you're 40.
Even your
Right.
own head shake is like, I'm not sure of the thing I just said.
Yeah, start a sentence with no idea where it's going.
All right. Well, if y'all gotta go, you gotta go.
Cal doesn't even offer an excuse. He just stands up and like bows out the door backwards. See you later.
The Simpson outside through the.
Yeah, just like backs like
Edge.
on the push bar, like leans back on. And it's like, well, gotta go. Cal is gone.
Well, that's my cue.
Ooh.
Bill, go. Yep,
You've
sorry,
been-
gotta go.
How long have you had that one? How long have you had that one?
3 seconds. So
It wasn't on the
But
list of pre-arranged jokes.
now, to be fair, I don't actually have a list of prearranged jokes. Genuinely, they just appear in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Either now or like 4 a.m. in the morning, where I wake up as if somebody's trying to kill me. And it's like
Another
Q.
word pun for
I can
Q.
make a Q pun.
it's the one that's just occurred to me now is, and this works more in the American market than the British market, is that I probably have a whole part of my like online presence that's Q-tips.
Q-tips.
I get the
this guy.
reference, and I'm disappointed with you.
Okay, well, brace yourself for this one. We find our way into a little corridor or a dead end, and then Q taps his communicator.
Communicate. Oh god, just tongue twisters.
Yep. He's like, go ahead.
They all,
Yeah, sorry.
before they all run out, though, Pete will say like, sorry, we gotta go." And he'll like throw some money down on the table and just be like, drinks are on us," and run out with the rest of them.
Entirely possible that we are in a cult. Just based on this reaction.
You get out.
He gets up for like half a second thinking about following them and then just sits back down.
Yeah, it's just like you make it out. You find somewhere safe to communicate. Yeah, see, I'm doing it too now. With Alpha, who just says, "Rangers, trouble at the country club."
What sort of trouble? Sorry.
Putties.
Putties. Oh no, putties. He looks at Pete. Q looks at Cal and goes, "Well, you know what that means. It's morphin time. Twice in one session."
After we let's rumble. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Point of
I
clarification.
should probably add that to the beginning. Let's rumble. It's morphin time. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you gonna give it a little bit of time to see if anybody steps up, or are you teleporting straight there?
So where is?
Do we
You said
have
it
a
was at the
location?
country club?
The country club.
Country
Yep.
club,
South Angel Grove. Or Angel
I
Grove
mean, that
South.
could be quite a populated area.
It's where the golf course is. It's very exclusive. It's near the university district.
Okay.
It's where the rich, the powerful rub elbows and make business deals. Maybe play a bad round of golf.
You took
I
golf.
feel like that's correct.
Round of golf. Correct. Yep.
I've never played golf. It shows, I think.
You're not missing much.
No.
And just like that, I've alienated any golf players who will eventually watch this.
We need to make a list one day. Just go back through every episode and see how many
Of all
groups.
Of
Yeah.
all the people I've directly or indirectly insulted.
Yep. Entire states. Yeah. It's where the rich, the powerful, the movie stars
Maybe we just don't help them at all. No, that was Jay talking, not Q talking.
Q just has a very unpowered like, oh, it's at the country club? Fuck them!
Yeah.
Just like,
People are being attacked. Go ahead! Knock yourself out, putties!
You're doing us a favor.
It's like, if only we had the Zords, we could tear up those greens.
and we've now alienated all the rich people.
All those rich billionaires that are watching us play the Power
all the
Rangers
rich
RPG.
billionaires who will never donate.
There goes our Tesla sponsorship deal.
$5 million up in the air, gone. Anyway, Cal teleports right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cal goes right away.
They just go straight away.
Yeah, Pete follows.
Sarah is drinking Cal's milkshake that is somehow turned back to normal.
Just being in the presence of Cal makes the milkshakes weird.
It's like looking at like the report on the attacking line. Well, if anyone hadn't coming.
Jump. My people.
Sarah, make a alertness check for me.
I will do that. Skip over.
Wait, there's been a raid at the Posh People's Golf Club?
No shit.
I just caught that.
What's difficulty?
The difficulty will be 12.
Well,
Michael's first roll of the game.
Jesus.
Okay, so continuing the 20s. This is the only game in the entire universe that you may hear us think there may be a curse of the 20. Not the curse of the 2, it's the curse of the 20.
I mean, look, if we were getting those on like attack rolls or like any checks that actually mattered, I'd be over the moon. But we keep getting them on fucking alert checks.
And
Non-combat checks all the time, yeah.
Sarah, as you of pick up your slightly outdated smartphone, out of the corner of your eye, you do just catch these 3 lights flash, green, red, and yellow, rising from the ground up into the sky.
The hell? Runs outside. Like, what the hell?
You really need to start watching those opening your eyes to the truth videos.
Apparently.
Yeah, subscribe to youtube.com/Brian.
Subscribe to Tales from a Professional Nerd. Link is in the chat. Just
hit that like button, smash the subscribe.
You can't see anything. You sort of follow the source of the light just round the corner. You must have just caught it at the right angle as you lean forwards. And it's kind of like an out of the way alleyway where the rubbish bins are. You've sort of brought the rubbish out at the end of the night and thrown it in there. There's nothing that could suggest what the source of the light was.
What in the hell? And I assume there have been sometime in the past or sometime recently there have been images of the Power Rangers teleporting away.
Yeah, video footage of just like flash of light, and there's the Power Rangers, especially in the last couple of days.
Similar. Yeah, this is probably a very similar light.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see that light in the hallway. You go out to check, and then immediately, like on your phone, you see 3 flashes of light that are very similar as the Power Rangers appear.
He's never right.
The
Country Club.
Yeah, it's literally because it's the country club. It's where all the rich and the famous are. We're not talking about people recording this from their camera phones or anything. Like, people are there with full on like professional camera rigs. They were getting ready to do a charity golf event where the rich and
all the influencers were doing selfies to camera as it.
You know,
oh
talking
God,
about
is Tiger Woods here?
Let me take a selfie.
She like opens up the text and like starts texting Peter like, "Are you a Power Ranger?" Deletes it. No.
No, he'll think I'm coming on to him.
Yeah, can't do that.
Don't know, can't know, don't know, no.
Sorry, Peter.
She's still thinking it though. I don't. I mean, soon I have it handled. I'm gonna watch these boys. This is suspicious. They're either Power Rangers or they're in a cult. Either way, they better watching.
Or they're intergalactic space ponies, hiding as robots disguised as cars.
Then are people. Like, I'm assuming like the video feed of the Country Club, like they have it handled. Like, and she's just
like.
What?
You've caught footage, not of all of the fights, because some of them have taken places like the water and power plant, where they couldn't record it, or where there weren't anybody around to record it. But like the hospital, the aquarium, you've seen them fighting, sort of outnumbered. And for the first time in all of these fights, the Rangers actually seem to be on level footing. There's only a single putty for each of them. It does seem like maybe they're stretched thin, maybe they are running out, or maybe some sort of strange shenanigans are occurring.
I mean, maybe Power Rangers. I assume they have it handled.
This is like, as we appear and we see only 3 putties. Like this is wrong, right? Like I can't.
Do you guys need a minute? It seems like maybe you're not all here.
Peter,
Yeah, Eva. Like,
ask him.
Rio
Ask him if they need a second to prepare. Like try to bait them into giving us an answer into what the hell's going on.
Okay, cool.
Make me a deception check or a persuasion check. Your choice.
If you roll a 20 on this,
I will cry. Difficulty is difficulty is 10.
See, now that it's a roll we actually want to come through,
Yep.
it's never going to happen.
It's the curse of the 20.
Well,
Seriously.
I have no dice.
What did I f***ing say?
And they definitely seem to understand Peter, and they do make that same noise in return. I need to practice my putty noise in between games because no, I'm terrified of even trying. But
Is it not just a turkey call?
I've never made a turkey call either, oddly enough.
well, I say just damn it and do it. We promise we won't laugh at you.
I'll laugh at me, and that's the worst part.
Yeah, you're going to start laughing, and then it's going to
Exactly.
be a fit. We're going to
I'll
be
just-
here with
yeah,
like, dude,
we'll
it wasn't
break
that
it.
funny. And you're going to
break
keep
it.
laughing.
Billion story points. And yeah.
But Peter, you hear them, and it's just Rangers are here again. And roll initiative.
Right, before you roll initiative, would anybody like to follow me?
Yes.
Which is a point that I'm not sure if we covered at the end of the last stream or if this was in a conversation we had after the stream. But our lovely Power Rangers are now level 2. Having gone through all the trials and tribulations of the weekend from hell.
Just a bad Sunday.
Yeah. So he's
How close? The club.
The Red Ranger has a level 2 perk called Follow Me. Upon reaching level... I'll start again. We'll edit that out. Upon reaching 2nd level, a Red Ranger's leadership skills are just beginning to shine. Aww. At the beginning of any combat, instead of rolling their own initiative, your teammates may always choose instead to set their initiative as 1d4 lower than yours, minimum result of 1. They must choose to follow this roll perk before you roll your initiative result. but each team member who chooses to do this emboldens you and adds +1 to your result. So I will remember to select my character and then roll initiative.
Okay.
And I think that's the first time I've remembered to select my character before rolling in 5 sessions. Yay! That was a 1. So I might spend a story point and re-roll that, unless we want to go with an initiative of 1 across.
I do have a DM question on this initiative thing. That is a legitimate critical success.
So it is a legitimate critical success if there was a difficulty to meet. Because in order to have to get a critical success, you need to you need to get the max on a skill dice and beat a difficulty. And with initiative, you're not beating a difficulty, you're just setting your position. So there is no difficulty, there is no crit. We are back with the curse of the bad dice rolls.
Yeah.
And they're not bad dice rolls, they're really
point.
good dice rolls.
Can I use a story point to re-roll an initiative roll?
Yes.
As it is a 1.
It's a 1, you can re-roll a 1.
I am doing that now.
How close is the country club to like?
I'll take
Bert.
I'll take the 18.
18. Yeah.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. So the country club is probably by car maybe 20 minutes away. By foot a little bit further. It's like the university district is quite big.
There's no way you can get there in time.
Yeah. So that is a 18, and you've got how many people following you? 2. So that
1,
is
at least.
a 20 then.
Nice.
Which is better than a 5.
It is better than a 5.
Significantly.
And then what we need people to do is roll 1d4.
All right.
And I was really impressed because my party patroller's
So,
got a
1.
13. And Cal then goes on a 19.
No, correction on that one. I think they go off the original roll, not the boosted roll.
No, it's the end roll.
Is it?
I'm 99% certain, but what I'm going to do is if I keep talking for a few seconds, Brian may
will
just
answer
make
the
a
chat.
comment. But I'm like
Dad will reply.
99% certain that it's off the total, including the bonuses you get. And if I'm that 1% wrong, I'm going to be really upset.
So no, they did it both ways in Day of Destiny
It's
because
the
they
final.
corrected themselves.
Yeah, looking at the example, it's the final roll, so it's off the 20.
All right, okay.
And that's an 18. And my party patrollers who got a 13 and I was really happy with are probably going to get killed in the first, or defeated in the first round. But over
Is
to
there
our...
somebody who
I don't.
is like?
Go ahead.
Is there somebody live streaming from the country club? This
yes,
attack?
100%.
Okay,
There's multiple people live streaming from the country club.
And she's definitely watching, and actively watching, like trying to suss out if one of these people is one of these people.
I mean, if you see one of the Rangers run by a beverage and the beverage changes color,
If I see that trademark today,
Yeah, true.
Our fearless leader in the Red Ranger.
Awesome.
Go ham.
Then in which case, I will summon my power sword, and I shall move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just swamp with the sword. Just let's go for a little bit of Eric the Half a Bee. Just bisect him. So where's my sword gone? Thunder Dragon sword tail, sword click, specialization, no, not yet. Skill shift,
that,
no.
not yet.
Difficulty.
Oh, I forgot the difficulty for the parties. Bear with me 1 second. 13.
13.
Yep.
Ace
Boom,
high.
18.
That is a mighty thwack. That literally, as you mentioned, bisects the putty. the two halves just fall down, and as they do, you notice that basically both of the putty's two legs are fused together with like putty sort of segments in the middle, almost like webs where it's not being cut apart properly. So as it falls one way than the other, there's just a mess. Is that everything for Q?
35, 40 feet of movement, and then 3 actions. It's speed -2, isn't it?
It is speed -2, but it is 1 free action to draw your weapon.
Yep, I was just going to say, so I will move 1 extra square and leave it there. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. Which brings us to our fearless Yellow Ranger.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy. I'm gonna head up to this one, and do I want? How badly do I want to hit right away?
It's like,
Signature shot.
do I triple strike attack it now?
The answer I'm gonna go with is no, just because we teleported to this country club. There are 3 putties here. I should not use one of 2 personal power on this fight, regardless of the outcome for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna summon the Griffin's Paw and I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Difficulty 13.
Yep. Just for the record, when you said, yo, it's your boy, I could just imagine Cal turning to the camera and being like, yo, it's your boy. Griffin, Thunder Ranger here to defeat the putties.
Yellow Griffin Thunder Ranger coming at you live from the country club. Yeah, I'm not the influencer around here. And I'll take that. I'll take that hit. Not a crit.
Hit
Not a crit, but a hit.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna hit it in the junk.
Of course.
I didn't get to do it last time.
You didn't get
There was no fighting last episode.
I know. We went for the
It was the
emotional...
DM's turn to hit you in the junk.
Yeah, the emotional critical hits last time.
My emotional junk.
Ew.
Yeah. He runs up with the tonfa and like does a feint and then just full on knees in the groin. The putty is dead.
Okay. Is that everything for Cal?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that one.
Our reckless Green Ranger.
Thank you. Green will run in and do his thing. Come in, I'll whip out my Dragon Saber. Do I have specialization? Yes, I do. I'll use my Solo Strike to give me an upshift. And difficulty is 13, yes?
Yes. If he misses now, we all laugh.
No, I swear to God if I miss. Oh, geez.
No. Well.
And then I use a couple of bonus actions just to move out of the way.
Remember, you
Guys,
moving away from them is moving sort of adjacent to them is rough terrain. So if you're using 2, you'd only be able to move 1 square away.
That'll do.
Okay. I love that you actually rolled the 8 as well, just for the record, people.
I know.
Yeah, could have been a crit.
What's that? Oh, well, at least Roll20 gets that right.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine if it had the red text box and it still said critical success.
Don't even.
Just don't. That would be if I coded it. That's the kind of crap I used to code.
The putty.
The survivor. The main character of the episode.
So you keep saying that. It's what's going to happen next may surprise you. Tune in next week. I'm kidding.
What?
I'm like, what time is it? It's not. No, it's not.
No.
Evil GM.
I know.
Not quite.
The putty, instead of running towards you, actually starts running away.
Scared.
In fact, so far away that he disappeared off the map momentarily.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Man,
But
that
got
putty,
away.
is this quick?
man, that putty can sprint.
It was just like Roadrunner. It was just like meet and gone.
Meep, meep.
To stick with the analogy, watch out for fake walls.
But it's Q's turn again.
Q will take. He will move to here, so we kind of make a bit more of a triangle. No, actually, he'll move to here and take a contingent action where he's just kind of in full defense. So if something appears that he can attack, he will attack it. But yeah, he's just locked down and ready because that doesn't make sense.
Why is it running away?
Why indeed?
If he was a robot in the Wall-E franchise, he would just go wrong.
It's Cal's turn. I'm going to be watching so many movies when this finishes.
We've made too many references.
It's me going to be up until like 3 o'clock in the
culture.
morning, like eyes like this, just like Wally.
Open.
Cal is also going to take a defensive pre-action. Like, I don't know what's about to happen, but that thing shouldn't be running away from us, and I don't want to give chase and split up the team.
Peter.
So now you say that.
So,
Yeah,
sorry,
a joke.
when you say it runs so fast it disappears off the map,
that
Did
was
you
that was a
mean-
joke in
That was a bit
when
because the token vanished for
the
a
token
second.
vanished for a
Ah.
second, but it is still like where you are. You can still see it. It only ran like 30 foot away. It just
yeah, I thought you meant it had disappeared, and I
No.
was waiting for something to happen. Otherwise, I would have
I-
pursued it. But never mind.
Also thought this, but yeah. If that means it is my go, I will use one of my free actions so I can move close enough to him, and then I'm gonna try and hit him again. Because
you
why
hear
not?
as you run in towards it, you just hear, "No, must tell Rito."
Ugh. Oh, now I don't know whether to attack
Nope.
it. Tell Rio what?
Keep rolling the dice.
Cool.
Watch him miss.
Guns.
out.
Yeah, I swear to God, I can't miss twice in a row. Like, surely.
You can crit though.
And it's an
I can
actual
crit.
legitimate crit. So, how does Peter paint me a word picture?
Paint you a word picture.
Yep.
Cool. Pete's gonna do some fun shit then. As he runs in, he'll run, like jump up in the air, and as he comes down, just waddlom and slice it through here all the way down, and then he'll just poke both parts of it. They fall over.
In twain.
In twain, yes, in twain.
Important question. When you say right down the middle, does Peter's sword hit the ground?
No, it would cut him from like teeth to groin, if you know what I mean.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
You're paranoid now, aren't you?
Telling me concerned. Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, asking me strange questions. I cut it in half.
From the sort
Listen to
of
that man in
dining
twain.
area where the cameras are, where the rich people are, you hear some people shouting out. There's a few cheers and a few Power Rangers, but one person louder than the others is just like, "The green, not the green." Rangers, if you've damaged it at all, I'd be sending a bill to your manager.
Damage what?
Cal is just gonna like point at the ground and realize we're all standing on the golfing green.
Oh, what a dummy. All right.
It's cool. Didn't touch the floor.
Just you wait until we teleport out of here.
I mean, remember, it's not the teleporting that makes explosions, it's just transforming. So we're good on that.
All
The teleporting...
go on. No, sorry, go on.
Oh, no, I was making bits. If you have actual things to say...
All 4 of you make me an alertness check. The difficulty is going to be 15. Sarah's going to make it with a downshift.
Oh, all right. Backtrack.
What was it? 15, did you say?
15, yep.
Yeah.
Skill change -1. Will be 15. Autos. It shouldn't be an auto snag. It should just be.
If you have the D2, yeah.
I have a D2. Now it's treating me as an auto snag.
Just roll.
If you have the
Yeah.
D2 and then you get a downshift, it triggers it. So it's like, oh, so you went from a D2 to a nothing, so it's auto snag.
It's okay because it didn't actually roll it with a snag. It just rolled one.
Yeah,
D2.
it didn't.
Yeah. So
I turned off. I was like, no.
Fantastic. Yeah. 'cause
The
it
UI
wouldn't
lied
be-
to you.
Yeah.
And
You are
the tops
trained
up.
in it. So even with the downshift, you are still trained in the skill.
Yeah, so you wouldn't take the snag.
From like,
2 not crits.
Yes. Unfortunately, Sarah is looking on her phone, a slightly outdated phone with a little bit of a smaller screen than perhaps some of the newer phones have, and doesn't see. Peter is maybe kind of looking out across, making sure nothing else is coming. But as Cal and Peter are interacting with the crowds, they do see that as the cameras are panning across, a woman in a suit has her phone to her ear. She looks quite angry. She's looking over at the putties, at the Power Rangers, and she's talking very quickly into the phone. You can't hear what she's saying. She's too far away. There's too much noise from the crowd. But she's staring right at you. It's unmistakable that she's eyeing you. She's eyeing the putties left behind.
Pete will radio Alpha and ask, because obviously he's noticed her, he's going to ask if there's any way to hack into the frequency on her phone so he can hear the conversation through his helmet.
What were you gonna say? What was Cal gonna?
Do any of us, or do either me or Peter recognize who this woman is? Like, not the mayor, not...
You know a guy, so...
should I actually roll the know a guy?
Yeah, because it's always hilarious when you actually know a guy.
Okay, hold on. It's a persuasion, right?
Yep. Difficulty 12.
Difficulty 12 persuasion.
It's going to be amusing to see whether or not this pops up.
Right.
Is this going to be where we meet Lazy Susan?
Oh my god.
So there's another not crit from me.
Cal has done lots of charity events, helped run them,
You know me, I'm that
hunted
guy.
down sponsors.
What I do.
Yeah, he's built homes for the homeless. He's put together food packages after disasters, and he's always like hunting for new sponsors, always hunting for new money. That is the CEO of Emigrantech.
No.
I do want to. I just I don't make any motion to that. I'm talking through my helmet, but I do talk to Q and Peter's that's the CEO of Immigrant Tech. They're
the angry lady.
Yeah.
And then Pete will definitely radio up to Alpha again without signaling that he's radioing.
Q, did Q mention to us about the stuff he saw, the
Nope.
feed or whatever? Okay, so yeah, not going to mention anything of that. But yeah, that's the CEO of Immigrant Tech, and she looks steamed with us for some reason.
Why are they still there?
Say again, sorry?
Does Peter? No. She asked why are we still there?
I'm watching the live. I was talking to myself.
It's just they won.
Yeah, Doing that thing that people do in TV shows, no one does in real life.
Narrating. Yeah.
Guilty. Alpha does try to hack into the phone to try and get some sort of connection so that he can transmit what is being said. You just hear, however, Rangers just... I don't know what technology she's using, but she's jamming my attempts to try and break through.
At that point, Q says, I think we should probably leave. And Alpha, can you take the putty corpses with us? I think we need to not let those fall into the hands of people we don't know we can trust.
Yeah, and then after he says that, returning to base, hopefully with the corpses of the putties.
Yeah, returning to the command center.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Specifically command center.
I had to check, just in case. The three
No,
of
to
you...
the alley.
Yeah, exactly.
We teleport and appear right in front of Sarah.
Hence the check-in. That could have been slightly awkward.
Mm-hmm.
You...
I'm not that bad with my secret identity, guys.
You do teleport to the command center, where you find... I'll say this one.
I make like an alertness. I assume it would be to identify one of these people from body language, specifically Q, having watched his socials. Dancers move a certain way. Like, it's probably not gonna be easy. I would assume, but can I try?
No, I will allow it. Bear with me one moment. I just want to check one thing quickly.
Yeah. It feels like one of those things that you could have degrees of success in. So if you did really well, then you could be really certain. But if you didn't do very well, then you'd just be like, just sure.
So
looks back at that one fight you did where you did that fly across.
Like 40-foot jeté. Twing! It was a bit... That's it. It's, what's his name? Kaboom. Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 4. The Canadian stunt rider. He does all of these tricks. Like, he's a toy that does, like a Evel Knievel. He's on a motorbike and he goes through, like, a pretend fire hoop and stuff. But he does all of these poses on the motorbike, but because he's a toy, everything can go in every direction. And that has only just occurred to me. That is how I saw the jeté just like hits it and holds it just as he glides through the air. Sorry.
I'll say the difficulty is going to be 20. That is a difficulty.
Yeah. Yeah. With a like crappy phone on a camera, like yeah. But
and I didn't really do much.
She's fresh 20 coming up. Nah, damn.
Like,
close, but no cigar.
Oh, it's a 16. Sorry. I, for some reason, thought we were still waiting for the dice to roll. It just hadn't popped into my head that I'd seen it, because apparently my brain is lagging. No, unfortunately. What I will say is, Sarah kind of gets the impression that these three are very different people. Like there's no common sort of fighting style. There's no common kind of like, as far as you can see, there's no orders being passed around. Nobody's instructing anybody what to do. They're a team, but they're kind of working alone. They did wait for the Red Ranger to go before they kind of split them up and fought them, but there was nothing really that sort of highlighted. Yeah, they look like three people who have sort of been thrust together into something and are making the best of a situation.
Yeah, because still, so she's somewhere between Colt and Power Rangers. Can't make a decision yet.
in the spectrum. Also, the whole battle only lasted
12 seconds.
8 seconds. Yeah,
What, 20 seconds? Yeah.
They spent more time sort of staring into the crowd than they did
Staring at the crowd.
a
defeating the,
dramatic moment.
yeah.
We
defeating
literally
the putties.
we instantly kicked the shit out of 3 putties and then just stared ominously at the crowd for 2 minutes.
Why is she watching us?
I'm assuming that that our helmets have got the fake mouth on them, so that even if we were talking, there's no
moving.
So literally, we just
Yeah.
kind of stood in a dramatic.
Yeah, no, it's just it's 3 dudes in Power Ranger costumes just staring out into the crowd.
Looking enigmatically into middle distance. Yeah.
And then we all disappeared at
Hear
once.
the people. Yeah.
You appear back in the sort of power room that has become Alpha's de facto place of residence now that he's left Tor. With putties having been brought along for the ride, everything's great, everything's fine. I can't see that being an issue in any way, shape, or form.
We'll then endeavour to completely destroy the remains of the putties. Throw them in a magical incinerator.
Throw them in the power core. It's just like
Like a fly to a
Gone.
zapper. Yeah.
Alpha sort of pokes out from behind one of the consoles that he was just finishing repairing. There's a lot less shattered glass in here now since the last time you were in here, and just sort of looks at the 3 of you, looks at the parties, and says, "Rangers."
Yep. I'm not keen of leaving bits for Emigren to pick up if they're able to encrypt their signal such that even you can't get through it. I'm not happy that we trust them with the spoils of war.
Large companies can't really be trusted anyway.
Yeah, he's kind of got a point there, Alpha. Have we got somewhere disposing of the remains?
Rangers, do you remember the green gas?
Yeah. The one that ate everything? Oh. I see where we're going with this.
Cool, let's melt some putties.
You're able to go sort of bring the putties in over to the room where the green gas had escaped, and everything has been repaired. Everything's nice and shiny, clean. The repairing, the little robots that have been sort of repairing and cleaning everything have done a fantastic job. But you do see
not Brian.
Not Brian the robot. Brian the robot is AWOL. But you do see this green gas, and there is a sort of like almost like a chamber that you can put something in to sort of push it in. It's clearly meant to get rid of any unwanted materials, break it down into different pieces so that it can't be replicated or anything else. Sort of like a last cautious step in the destroying any excess Zord parts. And you are able to put the 3 putties in one at a time, and they just disintegrated down to nothing. The green gas, it takes a little bit of time, but it does seem to particularly like inorganic materials, and it just slowly churns away at anything that's inside of it, leaving the 3 of you to watch.
Oh, I think at that point, Q will have a... Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of brands we can't trust, did anyone else see on the news last night that when they were cleaning up
A week
after
ago.
the fair...
I think this was a week ago.
No,
it was a week.
It was
last
Sunday,
night.
so it was 4 days ago.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, time has passed whilst we've been actually playing. Yeah, so Q then relays that he spotted on the mega feed bags on the when they were cleaning up the scene at the carnival, that the mega feed logo was the same logo as Babu's insignia that was inside Pudgy Pig's helmet.
That's not good.
So we might want to start looking out for that, or looking into Megafeed.
The 3 places that the putties have attacked, or rather the 3 that we out of character have been to: the airport, the water treatment plant, and now the country club. Should we go back to like the locations these putties have been and look for more logos? Because if Rito has embedded himself within like the facets of Angel Grove.
True. We could go and look for clues just in case there's anything. I mean, it'll be hard at the airport because of security. It'll be hard at all 3 because of security.
Mm-hmm.
Who took away the mega feed?
Emigren.
Yeah, one more place that we somehow have to search in bright spandex.
Stealth mode engage. Peek out of like presses a button like. No, we don't have stealth mode.
Probably do is greedy.
All right. Well, and they don't have class today, right?
Nope, free day today.
All right. Then I'm gonna head back on over to Alpha from the disintegration room, and talk to him and be like, Alpha, we think that this company Emigrant might have something to do with Rito and the strange appearances of these putties. We found out, and then I'm just gonna like tell him everything that like we've like put together. It's just like they had the mega feed bags with the same logo that was on Pudgy Pig, and how it's possible that all these locations that these putties have been cited might have some sort of tie-in with Rito if the putties are appearing there. If rather than trying to conquer the world with straight violence like last time, this might be something more insidious, like trying to take hold of the structures that run Angel Grove.
Whilst this is happening, with the fight finished, with the live stream now sort of turning over to the different people in the club who are commenting on the arrival of the Power Rangers, the fighting, the guy who threatened to sort of contact their manager and sue them, is basically like on hands and knees checking the green, making sure nothing's been disturbed.
He's got a tape measure out. He's like checking the length,
making sure it's nice and level. You know, what is Sarah up to?
Sarah has gone to the library, which has better like video features than her phone, and is going over all of the footage from since the new Rangers have appeared and checking her math, like trying to see if she can figure out, like, she's still suspicious. Like, is it possible? Like, you know, they ran out weird lights over there. Like, she's still trying to figure out if at least maybe Q's a Ranger. So she's just watching, like, deep watching the footage while also occasionally, like, taking breaks for eye strain and, like, moving over to research on cults on Power Rangers. Like, any cults that have sprung up. Like, because
you just find those two cops' YouTube channel.
Yeah, you do. You
if there's a Power Ranger cult, Peter's in it.
Amongst all of the videos you start flicking through, there's 2 channels in particular that stand out. There is Tales from a Professional Nerd, which was the channel that the Open Your Eyes to the Truth. But there's also Bulk and Skull's Ranger Watch. A lot of it is them sort of selfieing themselves at the different sites that the Rangers have been involved in. Some of the clips they're in full police gear, other times they're in just normal clothes where they've clearly been on or off shift depending on the day. But you do
Bulk still has that leather jacket.
Bulk still has a leather jacket. It's a bit big on him now, a bit baggy. Skull's just still kind of like rocking the camera. He's getting the perfect angles. He's making everybody look good. There's bits interspersed. There's some of Eliza's video footage from the different fights that they've managed to catch. Roll me another alertness check. Same difficulty as before, but with an upshift.
Upshift. All right.
Very quickly, can I just ask,
Yep.
have there been any in-world repercussions to Vic's disappearance?
It's a good question. Have you been like?
Damn. 16 again.
Just jinxed,
I
aren't
will
you?
be back in a second.
Okay.
So sus. So much sus.
You do catch a clip of Eliza interviewing Peter. It was from the day that the Rangers first showed up. He's in full Power Rangers cosplay. You saw part of the clip. He was chasing kids around and being chased by kids as they kind of brawled. And it's just what the Power Rangers meant to him. And he's kind of going into a little bit of, a little bit of detail. Not too much, but just explaining how much of an impact they've had on his life. And the fact that green is obviously his favourite Power Ranger. Slightly suspicious, but nothing concrete.
Can't lock it in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like maybe no, he's a little bit too weird.
Exactly. He's too weird to be a Power.
Yeah, they wouldn't make him a Power Ranger. And by now, I'd say Sarah's heard all about the corkboard incident, and the fact that on the first day of actual classes, there was a small, very, very small fire in Peter and Q's dorm room. Put out straight away. Nothing was, really damaged. Just a little bit of smoke. Everything was fine. Definitely, nobody would have made Peter a Power Ranger.
No. He's just radiating sus.
Yeah. But
all right.
Alpha does sort of stare into space. Clearly, he's seeing something that you're not on his computer screen, sort of pulling up footage, pulling up memories of what he's seen in a way that organics can't. And after a few seconds, he does sort of look back over at the three of you and just says, Rangers, it would appear as if Emigrant Tech have been removing objects from the sites of the battles you've been engaged in with the putties over the past several days.
That can't be good. Do we know what they've managed to get hold of, if anything?
Several putty bodies, footage of the three of you by the looks of it. I've seen several clips taken from camera phones that appear to be them talking to security or the police. Thankfully, nothing that would reveal your identities.
Oh, that's okay then. What could they possibly use all that for? Specifically the putties?
I mean, the mega feed is what they were taking away last time. Could they be mulching the putties?
Just feed them to animal? Ew.
Rangers, your guess is as good as mine. There's no nutritional benefits to consuming putties. There's nothing that I can imagine that would have accounted for Pudgy Pig's, for Cupcake's change into Pudgy Pig, except for Babu's alchemical knowledge.
Q.
Go ahead.
So I was going to say, Q is quickly looking on his phone to see if Megafeed is available to buy online.
Nothing. Like, all searches are just... He searches, and instead of it saying, like, any search results for Megafeed, it's like, did you just mean Mega Feud, which is a TV
Feed.
channel?
Yeah.
Like a TV show about families arguing.
Okay. Right, you go, Cal, and then I'll fill that in after.
Oh, I was doing more hypothesizing.
Right.
What if the reason the putties are so like jacked up in the way they put together is because they were constructed not with the goal of being foot soldiers, but with the goal of spreading the alchemical solvent or whatever around.
So they're the weapon themselves, and by defeating them, we're seeding.
Possibility.
That would be grim. Yeah. Well,
Not something I have any idea how to test, though.
No. I've just quickly searched for Megafeed, and that stuff's not available anymore. As in, it's like it never existed. There is a very telltale hole where you would have expected its information to have been.
Well, that doesn't seem suspicious at all. Alpha, where's their like base of location in Angel Grove?
Rangers,
I couldn't even tell you.
there doesn't seem to be any location for them. I'm not sure where the food came from, but it wasn't produced in Angel Grove. Shifting back to Sarah for a moment. Whilst you've been watching all these videos, you do get one pop up. It seems to be a live recording of Bulk and Skull. Like, not a live recording, a live stream of Bulk and Skull. They seem to be on some sort of dock. You can see shipping containers everywhere. It's mid-afternoon. It's a little bit darker as the sun's beginning to set. Shadows are being cast. The camera recording isn't particularly great as they're kind of running backwards and forwards. But you do recognise what appears to be putties searching shipping containers.
And it's live right now?
Live right now. You can hear Bulk shouting into the camera. It's like, any minute now, the Rangers will show up. Skull, you did phone. Yeah, Skull phoned it in. The police are aware. We're trying to make sure that nobody could be caught in any crossfire, clearing out the location. But any minute now, the Rangers will show up. They'll do all the putties. Maybe we'll be able to get an interview. You saw it first on Ranger Watch, everybody.
She pulls out her phone and starts texting Peter, like, so on the off chance that you're a Power Ranger, the putties are currently attacking the docks, location send.
Guys, just got a bit of a weird message from that Sarah girl. It just shows them the phone.
We really need to work on her excuses if she has you pegged already.
Yeah, what do we do now? Do we go?
Can I get to the docks in time?
We have to.
It's not too far away. If you'd already started moving, if you hightail it out of there on some sort of car or motorbike, maybe something that was left behind by somebody.
Public transportation.
Tuba.
I mean, checkered past. Can I hotwire somebody's moped?
I'm glad you said that because I thought you were going to end up accidentally stealing my car, which would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious.
You see a car that seems to be on top of a giant pothole?
Please do that. hotwire my car.
You see a car that's
Just
on top
be-
of like a massive sinkhole, but on closer appearance, it is just a sticker that was put under the car to make sure no one would steal the spot.
If that's the first vehicle I come across, maybe.
I kind of feel like it has to be.
This is brilliant.
It's perfect. It has to be. That is how it's how it works out. The car is what color is the car?
The car's red. It's like chili red. Yeah,
Why would you even ask the question? You know who this man is.
Couple of black stripes up the bonnet, maybe. Yeah.
I kind of felt like it had to be, but just thought I would check. Yes, go ahead and roll me a smarts. I'm gonna say difficulty
Technology.
10. Technology. Sorry, not smarts. Technology. Difficulty 10, and don't forget you get an edge on smarts tests. I will call that a weakness, flaw in security.
All right. No specialization, no shift, difficulty 10, edge. Submit. Oh,
Yes!
Jesus.
It's not a crit, but yeah.
Not a real crit, but that's more than a pass.
Your car is now mine.
Yeah, it doesn't take
I was
you
going to say
particularly
that
long.
I just did a roll to see if I had locked the car or not, and I rolled a 1.
Was that locked or unlocked?
Well, I would say that it was going to be a scale of if it was like 10 or more, or 11 or more, then I would have considered it locked, but beneath 10 or beneath, I would have considered unlocked. So yeah, I think it's probably unlocked, and you just hotwire it.
Yeah, like as you go
I
to
wanna
sort of like
say,
test
if
the
you don't
handle
want
and just see whether you need
either
to
in the-
find something to try and catch the lock from through the window or down between the window and the door panel, you just ping, the door opens. Yeah, and it's like it was meant to be. You still have to hotwire it, but you're able to do
Easy
so
peasy.
in remarkable time. Don't know if maybe like Q needs to buy a more up to date car, or
Yeah.
who knows. But Sarah is on her way. She is hightailing it towards. Brain just walked away towards the port industry harbour.
Will use Prime to prove that I'm worthy of being a Power Ranger.
That's quite funny
It's
when
for the
you put
greater
it
good.
that way.
Honey, I am the greater good.
No,
He's going to teleport and be like, why is my car here?
I'm the greatest good you'll ever get.
That's what I was going to say, and I didn't. I was no, behave. Presumably, with this news in hand, even if it risks maybe raising the alert level on Sarah's, I think they're Power Rangers meter to code red, there's putties to deal with.
Back to action.
Yeah. We're getting in it. Let's go. Let's rumble.
Okay.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's do a brief map transition. Oh no, we don't want that. You find yourself teleporting or teleported to the docks, and you can see shipping containers everywhere. Some of them, quite a lot of them, have been broken open. Putties are swarming around the area, and
Bunch.
there's 4 security personnel who have like pistols drawn. They're taking pot shots at the putties, trying to keep them away, as one of them is calling into a radio, calling for help, calling for backup. You do spot the Emigrant Tech logo on the jackets of the security personnel, and you even see it on the logo of the black shipping container that they kind of protect him. Can Sarah roll me a infiltration?
Yep.
And everybody else, there's no difficulty because it's going to be an opposed check. I want to know what Sarah's success is, and then everybody else can roll against it to see if they spot her.
$15.
So is this alertness for us?
Alertness, yep, for a it's 15.
One failure, my end.
I failed too.
I've got shoes, everybody, look!
None of the Power Rangers notice Sarah. Just she's kind of hiding half behind one of the big vehicles used to move shipping containers, and I wish I'd googled what they were called before the beginning of this, but I didn't. So
Cranes?
Yeah.
possibly
Crane-ish.
I'm going to have to look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
The putties are everywhere, and even fortunately the putties so far don't seem to have noticed Sarah. They're too busy swarming towards the security personnel. But everybody go ahead and roll me initiative.
Would anybody like to follow me?
I would, in fact, like to follow you.
I would indeed also follow you.
I'm not a ranger yet, or I would. So select and then click, I assume. If I did this
supposed to,
correct.
Yeah,
but
select-
I'm not sure if it's actually working.
It doesn't work for
no.
me.
Doesn't work for me either, for what it's worth.
There it
Weird,
is.
mine worked. Yeah.
You gotta click on the token and then
And then I clicked on the initiative button on the character sheet, and then apparently it worked. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So got an 11, and
So
then
13.
plus-
Yeah.
2. So yeah, and then I roll the d4 to see where I go.
And
Yeah, and I rolled a 3 on my d4.
I'm going to add 2 story points. One for the particularly action-packed or exciting scene, and one for the ingenious idea that was Sarah stealing Q's car to make it to the site of the battle to come.
Can I roll an alertness to see if I spot my car?
You know what? I will say you can roll an alertness to spot your car. The difficulty will only be 12. It's a bright red car. Yes, there's shipping containers about.
But it's not where a car is supposed to be.
No.
So
Yeah.
That's my
It's also
point.
it would be one of those things that he'd go, oh, that's just like my car. That
and she
is my
was
car.
that far away. So
Okay, so what
Damn.
have
My car.
we got?
can't see Sarah of that car.
13 for Cal. No, sorry, 13 for Q. And I knew that, but no, thank you. Cal got 2 less, so that's 11.
And the door is open.
Peter got.
I didn't
3
close it
less,
behind me when I
so
jumped
that
out.
is 10 and
Shit, it's probably still running.
Sarah got a 15, which is on there. Ew. So it is then Sarah's turn first.
All right.
I've got nothing on my turn order, mate.
No, nor me.
Oh,
In fact,
no,
I've got
it's
Sarah
last
and
time,
that's
didn't
it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Nope, it's still only showing. I wonder
Yeah.
why.
It's all right. If you've got it, that's fine.
I
Let's
have
just
indeed.
crack on.
Yeah. It is
Right.
Sarah
Well-
first.
You know, that's not how I expected this to go. So she's like, why are they standing there? All right.
We're
Yeah.
posing dynamically.
Exactly. 5, 10, 15. She's like, ah! She's just gonna she's seen it work a million times so far. She's just gonna run up to that putty and just fully kick him in the balls.
Let's go.
It works for yellow.
That's what I've been waiting for.
He's inspiring. Go ahead and make your unarmed attack against a difficulty of 13. I figured out the token problem.
Dynamic.
Damn. Close.
The kick's got to be Ranger enhanced.
She does kind of like run up behind and just punts upwards, but unfortunately, the putty is a little bit tougher than she initially thought, and her leg kind of like bounces back downwards with a bit of a thump, as whatever she hit didn't quite cave in.
But congratulations, you see me now.
Yeah, you definitely see her now. Assuming that's everything for Sarah, that is now Q's turn.
Or actually,
Are you going to move?
Yeah, I will move away. I've been watching the video feeds. I've picked up a hint or two. I will use two free actions to get out of range.
You do only get one square away.
Yeah, because it will cost 10 foot of
then you're
movement
moving away from
the pay.
Well, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
But that brings us to Q.
So Q lands and just goes, "Oh, that's like my car. Wait, that is my car." And then he started to make a beeline towards it.
Where's your car, dude?
Dude, where's my car?
Where's your car, dude?
I haven't actually seen that film because it's very much not my kind of film.
It's awful.
But,
it is absolutely awful.
Hey,
It is exactly what you would expect.
Where's my car? I'm kidding.
Brilliantly awful.
Sweet dude, sweet dude.
I can't remember the name of the main actor, but he's peak his early performance.
Ashton
Kutcher, yeah.
No. Is it Ashton Kutcher?
Is
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher in
It's
Where's
very,
my car?
yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I'm going to try and multiple target, which means I downshift one these two putties with my Thunder Dragon's Tail sword.
Shing, shing.
No specialization. Skill shift, yes, -1. Submit. Difficulty 13.
Yep. It will be 2 rolls because it will be 1 against each of them.
Okie dokie.
So that is
So
one
the
success.
first one, yep. If only there was a button to do all of that again.
You should be able to press upwards on the text bar and then hit enter. And in theory, it should, in theory, resubmit all of the
Ask me
codes that
all
was
of the
just
questions.
used. No, did it?
It asked me the questions, but then...
Okay. I thought that was going to make life easier. I apparently did not.
Specialization, use specialization, no, yet. 1. Dice shift, skill shift, fumble, auto fail. Oh my god, it's a huge query. No, right, I'm just going to click the thing and do it again from the character.
While you're doing that.
Oh, no, it's just skip through everything. No. Damn it! I'm only trying to hit a putty. Why is this so hard?
Why is my life so difficult?
There's too many prompts.
Hey.
And again.
Different numbers, same result. Yep, so Q steps forward and just arcs his sword around in a huge swing. He does that whole Uma Thurman, lean backward as he comes back up and takes out both putties on either side.
Pew pew. I don't know why I made pew pew noises because it was more like shing shing. Fantastic.
And then he's going to continue moving to there.
Is that my car? Not at all worried about Sarah
Where
over
is
in
my
the corner.
car?
You know.
I'm assuming my car's somewhere up here.
Yeah, we'll say just out of sight.
Wait,
Okay,
no,
just off
don't
the
mention that it's yours.
My car. Okay, it is Cal's turn. Go Yellow Ranger.
Go Yellow Ranger. I'm gonna fight this one, and I've already hit one enemy in the balls today. I don't need to do any more, so you don't gotta worry about that.
To do that,
but do you want?
Yeah, I don't need to.
But I might.
I'm not gonna answer that second question.
But I might.
So yeah, just a Griffin's Paw melee attack. Hey.
Hey. It wasn't a 20, but it was close. That was an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
it is definitely
look,
down.
I'm happy to get high rolls on hits. You know, like you never go wrong with hitting something hard.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just spinning up the Tonfa, and as I pass him, just bop.
Sarah can see, like, she tried kicking one in between the legs. She tried. You know, she did the crazy, reckless, foolish, brave thing, depending on who's watching. But she can see these rangers are just tearing through them.
Yeah.
And it is Peter's
Like I said,
turn.
ranger enhanced kicks. That's how you really got to finish them.
Assuming Cal is moving no further.
I need superpowers.
I moved 3 to get here, so I'm gonna move another 2 upward,
Okay.
or just 1. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Pete will come in, and much like before,
I'm also very wary about these security guards, because the last time we saw their boss, she was not happy to see us. So I'm just worried that these guards are going to shift target in a second.
Bush.
It's also not a crit. It lied to you.
It does
Because the one that crit was the 2.
Indeed.
Yeah. Wild.
But still, Shenane.
But with the dagger, just like straight in the head. Just, yup. The putty patrollers, sort of having seen what's going on. Say again, sorry?
I said all coming in like Rick Grams and just...
Yeah, I was thinking that. Screwdriver in the skull.
2 of them drop down from shipping containers. A third drops down and runs towards Cal. 1 towards Peter. 1 towards Q. 2 towards Sarah.
Oh, God! Not the civilian!
Guys, we have a problem. And you just point over to...
It is Sarah.
New girl's not very bright. Right.
She's trying.
She's going.
Sweep the legs!
I mean, we're gonna see. She's going to like just whip out and just try to punch that same one. We change 13.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. Bam.
Yeah.
Woo.
Gosh.
Get him!
All right. And then she's going to use some moves that she picked up from a certain former Pink Ranger and like cartwheel a bunch. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's fine. They'll stop there.
You do, like, the 3 of you see Sarah just kapow right in the jaw. And even without the added bonus of a Power Ranger grid shell, she puts her fists clean through its fused face. There's not even any eyes, as she notices as she punches it right in the face. How it's seeing, how it's responding to different stimuli is anybody's guess. But that does...
When she stops, she shakes Putty off her hand.
Yeah, like... you.
Ew, ew, ew.
That does bring us... Oh, go on.
Being taught her, could Peter or Q potentially like recognize like the style as being like Kim's?
I will say, yeah, 100%.
Pete will kind of like suggest to Q, didn't that look like
Even Cal, to be fair, having worked in the juice bar and sort of done different events, would have seen Kim, would have seen like the cheer teams she was instructing and things like that. Everybody would have seen her Olympic gold performance. This is clearly Kimberly influenced one way or the other.
Influenced, you might say.
We're going to be having words.
Someone's going to kick you in the teeth.
So we're going to be having words.
Do the security personnel get a turn?
They are getting a turn after you. They didn't get the first turn,
Right.
but they are getting a turn after you. I did roll their initiative, but I didn't put it on the initiative tracker.
Okay. My intention is to do a big long leap to land up on top of this shipping container. Because Sarah can handle herself, and there's these guys down here, there's not many putties, but the security personnel are at risk of the two that are looming above them. So I would like to do...
The teenage girl can handle herself, but the armed security personnel need help.
I mean, look, I'm mostly worried about the security personnel turning their guns on us.
I mean,
well, they can try.
The security personnel were calling for backup, and Sarah's just like socked one in the jaw. I'd be more concerned about them too.
Trying implies a chance of success.
Yeah, they've got guns, and they've not managed to hit anything yet. She's got her fists, and she's defeated one. So,
I mean, look, we know who's more Power Ranger-like among the people here, but...
So I'm going to use 3. Will this work? 3 squares rather than 2 squares for my run up because I'm going past one of the putties. Is that right? And then what's a roll for a jump? Can I use performance if I'm doing it in a dance-like way?
Dance-like jump. You can.
Thank you very much.
As you
Jeté.
I was so close. I got the J.
You were very close.
I got the J.
Not jetting, jetay.
Oh no, we don't talk about jetting. We don't talk about jetting.
So I will do performance without a specialization, but with
urge.
Difficulty is 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
With Age.
Can Sarah make me an alertness check? Difficulty 15.
Fancy goodness.
That'd be 25 feet that Q is able to jump.
As it's a critical success.
Is it? Oh, you know what? Yes.
It is on my D6.
Sorry, I keep seeing the critical successes, and I've gotten to a point now where it's just like, that's not a critical success, roll 20, leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. How is Q jumping?
I will say it's like step, and then it's kind of a somersault through the air, but with a very long throw on it. As it was a crit success, I would like it to land on the putty.
I will say yes.
Thank you.
I would say you landed on it and knocked it prone.
Okie doke. I will then travel to the square after it then, so that things are a bit more clear.
That does mean that alert. Melee attacks do have edge against the putty.
Okay.
Sarah...
Does that count as a... Sorry,
I was going to say, Sarah, you are certain you've seen...
Yeah.
Maybe not the height, the length, but the style, the way the knees are brought for the somersault and everything. You are certain.
Yeah. I knew
it!
Knew it!
So, was that my move action, or was that my action?
Movement, I do believe.
Cool.
And if not, somebody can tell me off next time.
In which case, I'm going tip of the sword, boof, into him. Rather. That's might with edge. Power sword, might with edge. No shift, difficulty 13.
Yes.
Edge. Yes,
Annoying.
he goes.
Yeah, he goes splat.
Yeah.
And like the power sword, the dragon's tail sword just like pierces through the top of the shipping container and just like sinks in a good couple of inches, sort of sticking the putty into the container before
Wait,
he
quick!
pulls it back
Look
up.
through the hole. What's in there?
I would
This
say
is cake sprinkles.
the shipping container is largely empty, but from where you're standing, you can see, yep, there seems to be some sort of mechanical device that the security personnel were trying to protect. It's got a sort of swishing purplish pink liquid inside of it, and you can feel.
Was that this thing down here?
Yeah, right here, in between the putties and the.
Yeah.
Yep. How bad do you think this is going to work for the? Yeah, this is going to be awful. Well, it might not be actually. Use a specialization. Yes, submit. Skill change +1. Submit. Difficulty 13. Submit. Wow. Sorry, that's with a specialization and a +1 upshift for aiming.
They did their.
Are these guys
did their best.
stormtroopers?
That was a crit.
That was,
And
was
that's
that
a
an
real
actual
crit. Real
That's a
crit.
real crit, yeah.
Can
It's on
confirm
a
real crit.
6. Yeah.
That's 3. This is 4.
And there's a fumble. That one's gonna hit one of us. That's a
Or it's going
bullet.
to hit one of the other security guards.
Well,
Please don't shoot the unmorphed teenage girl.
They start shooting security personnel. They've got guns out already. They start firing into the putties all around them. One manages to destroy the putty up on the shipping container above one of the others. One shoots and misses the putty closest to Peter. One shoots and misses the putty over on its own, where Q had momentarily, like moments before, been. The other shoots at the putty patroller that Sarah had cartwheeled away from, but the bullet just pings off of it and actually like grazes the security guy next to him, actually like knocking the gun out of his hand in a feat that would have been impressive when it actually debilitating towards their own team.
So like, how do you click? Like
if you
like
press down and hold for a second, you should be able to
like right here. Where
Yep.
the gun landed?
Yeah, so this one, the bullet deflected off and disarmed this dude.
Target noted.
Yeah.
Seraphim's about to be
He's
strapped.
like, this is how you do it, guys. Pow. Yeah, and that brings us all the way back to Cal.
Right. Well, I mean, this one came down to me, so it'd be rude not to take advantage, right?
I've just got to do it. It's got to happen. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I mean, look, he came to me, right into my loving arms. Give me. I wanna check something out. Yeah. All right. I am going to attempt a triple strike attack for a reason.
Okay.
Because maybe this will work out for me. So there's
I
one
know the
personal
reason.
power from me gone. Yeah, it's possible. It's not a hard reason to gauge.
I think
All
I'm
right.
on the same wavelength.
So here is strike one.
Womp.
That's a failure. Womp womp. Here comes strike number 2. Wait, what? Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. It was saying I had an auto snag, and I was like, no, I
Wait,
don't.
what? No.
Incorrect.
That's a
All right, there's
success.
strike 2. All right, and after that strike, I'm going to use my nimble fighter to move right here and attempt to hit this one as well with the third hit of the triple strike attack.
I thought that's what you was going to
Is
do.
Nimble Fighter your level 2 perk?
It is
Yeah.
indeed. It essentially allows him,
Nice.
after attacking something, to move 5 foot towards something else to punch, or away from something else to avoid being punched.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey.
just made it. Just made it. Not a crit, but I did manage to take out the one right on top of Peter. So maybe Peter will be able to go help the civilian human who doesn't have a gun. For Christ's sake.
Just very quickly for the record, Nimble Fighter. Starting at 2nd level, you use the agility of the Yellow Ranger to weave through a combat, delivering blows wherever they are needed. After each successful melee attack, you may immediately move 5 foot in any viable direction. This movement is 3, and additional to any other movement you might make during your turn.
Amazing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, just because I can move 5 feet doesn't mean I also get to hit something. So until I get multiple attacks, I will have to burn a triple strike attack to make that useful.
Yep.
Cool.
And then since I haven't moved this turn, I am going to get that movement to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get right here.
Okay.
In between the human and the putty on this side, trusting that Peter will be able to handle the other one. Because I trust my team. This is a team effort.
It is a team effort. Go on, Peter.
Peter will do as asked, and he will come in. We will try and end this dude's day.
This putty's about to have a very bad day. Or not.
Also, roll 20. If you're taking notes to add fixes to this system, put a plus-minus button on the personal power for the players. I don't want to have to edit the sheet every time I gotta go up or down.
Do it with health, but you can't. I had not fully. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, like the personal power just doesn't have a
Fantastic.
minus, addition feature. You have to edit the character sheet.
That's a dead putty.
That is
Hell
a dead
yeah.
putty.
That's
There's one putty left who will move
And then-
towards Cal.
Do I have... Oh, sorry. 2 seconds,
Kakata
but-
koi, Koniero.
Sorry very much, Peter.
Oh, come.
You-
Pete will also kind of come in and defend. Sorry, my mouse was being a tit.
We are at our swear word limit.
Dang,
That's what I said.
I'm sorry.
No, Pete.
I
We're normally
use those
really
up
good.
real
We're
fast.
normally really good, but Peter has also been swearing quite a lot tonight. We are at our swear word limit.
I've used 2 swear words. I said.
as opposed to my 15.
Yeah.
However many times I've cussed. I'm sorry.
But it is Sarah's turn then.
all
I
right.
still kept PG-13. There was no F bombs.
I'm pretty sure I've dropped at least one.
Sarah's gonna use the Green Ranger as a springboard.
Oh, get him!
Yeah.
Let's go.
She's gonna just spring, like, put her hands on his shoulders and just fly over him, like, "Excuse me, Peter," and just fly.
Oh,
You're like,
The BM! Yo!
Tumble in, grab the gun, and spin and like shoot that putty.
go for it. Targeting.
You got any guns sideways to really intimidate the putty whilst you're doing it?
Gotta hit the gangster lean.
I really
The one
hope
that-
she makes this, just because it would be an awesome.
Critical fumble, and she shoots me.
No.
Damn.
Would have been a crit as well on a success.
Yeah.
Would have been a real crit.
She shoots the putty. It does kind of like graze across its cheek, and leaves like a big hole where the putty is still quite soft, but it doesn't seem to have done enough to actually stop it in its tracks. And see the security guard sort of look over at Sarah's, just like, my gun.
Mine now.
you.
And it's Q's turn.
Holy shit.
I love that. Mine now.
Well,
This girl is a freaking badass.
bring
I've just
across the
sworn
couple of
twice more.
containers,
Dang it.
run to this corner, and then jump down with his sword, trying to take out this booty.
Helm Breaker.
I'll give you the
What's used with
upshift
it?
from being above as you drop down to attack as well.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Just because we've got a load of story points, I'm going to use a story point as if I'm rolling with a specialization.
You do have a lot of story points.
Because
five of 'em.
overkill is what it's all about.
There's no such thing
Overkill
as
is the
overkill.
only kind of kill. Overkill is the only kind of kill when it comes to the Power Rangers. We do not kill our targets, we incapacitate them. Wink.
That will do.
Is that a real crit?
That's what I was
Is
just
it?
checking.
It is not.
No.
It is not a real crit.
Damn you, roll
on the
20.
tip.
I got all excited.
But 24 to try and hit a 13 is
You
really
almost
quite
got a
good.
degree of success.
I did, yes.
You bring the sword down as you jump down, and it's just like it takes a second because, as I said, the putty itself is quite soft. The blade passes through, and for a second, it almost looks like somehow it shrugged it off, and then the two halves just like, collapse downwards into each other,
Ugh.
leaving a mess.
Is there
on the
like
floor.
melted putty left on the blade?
Yep.
Oh, no. I think the blade was so swift and clean through it.
No, it's just got a
It just was
little line
time.
of putty down the serrated edge. It's just like
Yeah. Yeah, so I think he like comes down and then kind of as he recovers from the land just turns to face Sarah with his sword then behind him.
Flicks
Just
it.
like,
flicks it, just
Yeah.
like flicks the
Flicks
putty
him in
off.
sheath.
the security guard.
Yeah, just
At
like
the
hits the security guard in the face. It's just like
Yeah.
Man, they've had a bad enough night. You don't gotta.
he lost his gun. He got like beat up on by a putty.
Emasculated by a girl.
A teenage girl shot his gun better than he could.
The security personnel kind of holds up a hand, like in a forestalling motion. It's just like, Rangers, I appreciate all your help, but we've got it from here. Immigrant security tech, we're just protecting the area. This is all our property. Just go about your business.
Again, without making any like movements of the hands or anything, I'm gonna like radio Alpha. Make sure to take the bodies when we leave here too.
People will also radio and say about this purple cylinder of goo.
And
Can he try and grab it, jump over him and grab the goo?
Yeah. It's quite a heavy thing, so if you're grabbing hold of it to lift it, I'm going to say you're going to need to make a brawn check.
I have a mechanics question for teleportation.
Go for it.
If Peter grabs the cylinder, not like to lift it, but like wraps
Grab
himself
hold of it,
around it, and
Yeah,
then gets teleported, it'll come with him.
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't say one way or the other, but
Guys, I know that we're the Power Rangers, but I think it's time to do crime.
I don't trust them with this. So Peter's just going to radio up to Alpha and just be like, Alpha, on my signal, teleport us and the girl back to the command center. Okay?
Mhm.
And then I'm just going to dive between them, grab hold of it, and be like, now! And
Q wants to. What? You guys are seriously trying to steal this purple thing.
Yep, yeah, we are.
Oh, Q's all down for that, but it's all happened so quickly. I don't want to try and overrule it. But I think Q would want to stay for a sec to talk to the security guards, just to try and get some information.
okay, if you want to talk to them, as soon as we're going to leave, I'm doing the goo thing.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait. We'll hold back. We'll hold back.
Okay.
goofing just
Talk
doesn't
first.
sound-
Talk first, goo plan second.
Yeah. Talk first, go later. So,
Okay.
Yeah, Q will ask. Are you often under siege by putties after whatever's in these containers?
Roll me a persuasion check. Difficulty is 15.
This is not going to go well.
You got this. Or not.
He
This
does
is
not
not
have
going
this.
to go well.
Did not have it.
The security guard kind of crosses his arms in front of his chest in a kind of like blocking off motion. He's just like, We can neither confirm nor deny that the parties are after any of the items in any of the shipping containers belonging to Emigrant Tech.
I'll take that as a yes then.
Yeah, that sounds like competition.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as pleading the fifth. It just gives the game away. They don't train you very well, do they?
What happened to Green Ranger's camera?
No, Green Ranger disappeared because I can see his chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did say he'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I missed that.
You got it.
Wait, so you guys can actually see the chair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so something weird is happening on my end.
It's just like here, right here.
No, give me this is... All right, hold on. I'm just going to save that and I can talk to you guys about it later.
Okay, I'm scared now.
Because I do not see the chair. I have something completely different on my screen.
I want to know,
Wild.
but I also don't want to know right now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Anywho. Yeah, so... well, so long as nothing dangerous has been stolen, because I'd hate whatever nefarious plans you're up to end up in the hands of the wrong people. Bye.
Emigrant Tech are purely responsible for the betterment of humans' technology.
Oh no, Q's checked out.
And he's just
hit
like,
the teleport button.
they're gone. Like, he's talking and they just teleport away and he just kind of...
Green, plan now!
Go!
You see, like, you don't see because he disappears. Like, as you teleport away, he puts one hand to his ear where he's obviously got an earpiece in. He's just like, yeah, boss. They stole it.
Deuces!
I don't know if that was a good thing.
I got BAMs too.
Yes.
You did get bammed
Yep.
soon.
We did make sure to... Because, like, look, it was private property, and, like, we're Power Rangers, that's one thing. They were gonna do something nefarious. They were gonna be like, lady, we're hitting you with the full extent of the law. You're trespassing on private property.
I still have his gun.
You still have his gun. You still have his gun.
Take it off of that.
Just like, I'm going to take that.
Take that away for a second.
The four of you are teleported into the command center. Alpha is like standing right in front of you as you do. Peter is kind of holding onto the object as he's basically jumped onto it and he's kind of like hugging it.
His arms and legs wrapped around it in like a koala hold.
It was coming with him. Yeah. And
What?
Alpha sort of looks over at Sarah, just like, Rangers? And I would like Sarah's immediate reaction at this.
Please don't shoot the robot. Please don't shoot the robot.
The gun is up, and she's like, "What the hell?"
Don't shoot the robot. Don't shoot the robot.
We can explain.
We only have the one of him.
Well, yeah. All right. Q.
And that
Peter
is where we're going to end the session.
Hey.
I like to try and find a cliffhanger wherever I can.
Yeah. That was a long session.
It was a bit longer than the last one, but probably about on average with the other three.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Closer to our normal
yeah.
time. Yeah.
A vaster time span within game.
Yes.
So it just seems like we've done more.
Almost an entire week has taken place.
And nobody died. Nobody important died. Nobody we care about died. And my car is still at the dock.
Look, I was wondering when you were going to bring that up. It was like, we are leaving the car, but like, I'm not going to ask Alpha to teleport the car.
Yep.
That's like 2 or 3 sentences down in Sarah's mind is, oh, that car is just there now.
That happened.
The next day, Q just kind of says to the group, "Someone stole my car."
There's gonna be a session with just Jay and Green Ranger Michael where you just enact the plot to "Dude, where's my car?"
just do like a sudden bonus episode next Tuesday. It's just like, dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Where's my car?
Where's your car, dude?
Favorite moment of the episode for our new player, go.
God.
I mean, it didn't work, but springboarding over Peter to grab the gun.
I like the way she did it and did.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Petey. Excuse me. Yep.
Calling him out by name too. Just the ultimate DM. Love it.
Just like, wait, what? Are we still live?
Yep.
We do this part live.
We do this part live.
I was going to start swearing, but
no swearing. No more
Hold
swearing
back,
today.
hold back.
Who would like to
Just
go
wait.
next?
Just. I'll take it. Favorite moment. Well, the return of my once per session crotch kicking was great. I infinitely liked more someone else getting in on the action. Sarah's attempt to kick the potty in the crotch. I felt like that's my technique.
I know that move.
Yeah. Hope in the future I'll see more civilians just kicking putties in the nuts.
I know this works. I've seen them do it. Gosh.
Jay.
It's hard. We covered so much stuff. I think probably the whole corkboard saga. I feel like I want to know more about what happened.
What the actual, the inciting incident from freshman year that made everyone wary about him.
I like that you just rolled with
I
it.
feel like there's more to this story.
I like
Technically, it was Claydoyus
Pete.
who introduced me to lasers.
It's
Lasers.
It's Claydoyus Pete's fault. Because I wouldn't have been around lasers otherwise.
1 point in the maybe Finster column.
Yeah, one more point.
Is it Finster? Yes, it might be.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Peter's actually taken the rap for Claydoyus Pete setting alight the corkboards because he would have lost his job.
Sure.
Playing around
I'll
with
believe
laser weapons in front of students. That's a big cross in the employment column.
Yeah, that's considered a negatory. Yeah.
On a laser weapon, we were working on a project.
Mm-hmm.
The effect of laser objects.
Green
The
Ranger,
effect of lasers,
Michael.
of course.
Pardon?
Green Ranger, Michael.
What was your favorite moment of the session?
Oh, mine was the same as Black Ranger, Michael. Specifically where she called me out by name. I was like, what the?
Excuse me, Peter.
So
What?
I have to say, my favourite moment was, and I'm sorry because I'm sounding slightly narcissistic here, was my craziness with Brian. The
That was good.
Transformers,
just
the
your-
G.I. Joes, the
Yeah.
My Little Ponies, the crazy comic book store dude who's just like, open your eyes,
That's
man.
unexpected.
Yep.
As someone who has only ever interacted with Brian through the stream chat of these streams, I can only imagine that is exactly what he is like.
Let's see tomorrow.
That is now my permanent impression of him.
We'll see if he's still talking to me tomorrow, I guess is the question.
If he ever comes back to watch this VOD
Yeah.
to see the ending that he missed.
Yeah.
Or conspiracy, Brian. Right here.
Yeah, we love you, Brian. But yeah, slightly narcissistic, but that, I have to say, was my favourite. Just trying to see how many references we could tie in, and the little bits and comments that you guys were making, like, you could almost say they were in disguise. Or...
I really want to
Certainly more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Certainly more than meets the eye.
The way you just
Oh,
rolled
I just
with
thought
it.
of another one I could have done. I thought of one that I let go. When we were talking about Cal, how do you make the milkshakes look like that? And Cal's like, I don't know, but knowing is half the battle.
Oh, guys.
Missed opportunity, but
Yeah.
I'll work better at it.
Well, thank you everybody who tuned in and watched our crazy shenanigans for the 5th week in a row. I'm not going to jinx it, but we'll see you same time, same place, same day, same lovely cast. Have a good week.
Welcome
everybody.
to the new boy, Michael.
Yes,
Yeah.
welcome to the new Michael.
Good work. Well done.
Who, by the way,
Thank you also, Michael.
loved Sarah's accent.
Thank you.
Loved Sarah's accent.
I'm not trying an accent for fear of offending all of America.
Yeah, we're already doing that very well. Okay.
Hold on, we got to put the list together.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week. And
See ya.
yeah,
May the power protect
may the
you.
power protect you.